Hello, fellow travelers.
Hello.
It's Neil here.
And I'm Kimberly.
And this is To
Travel
Travel
and
and Tour
Tour
TV. So it is Friday night, quarter to midnight. So that means it is time for our Night Owl edition. So let's see. We are missing that.
All kinds of stuff.
All kinds of stuff?
Yes.
Like what?
I don't know.
Okay.
It just seems like we need more stuff.
Well, we do now.
Okay, well, we have Raphael and we have Rachel.
Rachel's in the house here. Hey everyone, if you have not already made sure to hit that like button, please do so. Thank you. Very much appreciate that.
Where is everyone?
Raphael saying going to the store to get some contact solution for my wife. We'll be listening. Okay. Thank you so much. Daydream about nice things has joined us. Hey guys, gotta be up early so can't stay long. Well, hey, thanks for joining. We really appreciate that. Everyone is welcome in, no matter how long you can stay. There is no minimum, there's no maximum.
Nope.
John Armstrong is in here too. Hi guys, still on the daddy juice. Okay. All right. There you go.
Good to see you.
So, what is going on, everyone? Family travel and excursions, just stopping by. To travel and tour, just stopping in before bed. Welcome in. We very much appreciate you taking a moment to at least say hi. Always good. So, does anyone have any plans for the weekend?
Anything new going on?
Anything new going on? We do have some updates for you all. So do let us know if you have any plans, any fun things you're going to do in particular. Let's see.
We do have a flight going around.
Yeah, we do have it has not been moving at all until we started this live stream.
Yeah, and then it got excited that we're live.
Yeah. I think it just likes to be on camera.
I think so too.
So let's have a look. So far, comments are coming in, but this may very well be because of a delay in the StreamYard.
You know what? If you haven't done so already, please do share it out. That way, anybody who maybe missed our notification can stop on by.
Yeah, that would be an excellent idea. Yeah.
Because usually we have more by now.
Yeah. This is rather unusual.
Yeah. But that's okay.
Yeah, sure thing.
Let me see. According to this, we have 8.
Yeah.
And there aren't 8 comments.
No,
so who's ever here and hasn't said hello, please say hello so that we know you're here and we can say hello back.
Please do. For those of you who are new to this live stream, always remember this is a very interactive live stream. So that means we want to talk with you rather than just to you. So you can certainly be a part of the conversation we are about to have in here. Darian is in here from Germany Travel Personal Guide. Hello, folks. Hope you and everyone in here are doing well. Yeah, we're doing good, Darian.
Oh, yeah.
It's Friday night. We're off tomorrow, so it's off to a good start of the weekend. And look who's in here too. Verna B is in the house. Good day to you, Neil and Kimberly. Thank you so much for dropping by, Verna. Let's see. Where is your presentation here? There you are. There you are. Oh, I did it again with the comments.
What'd you do?
Verna B in the house, ladies and gentlemen. Verna has played a huge role in our growth and still does play a huge role in our growth. She does multiple live streams every week and specializes in connecting creators together. And since a while, she has also been moderating for our live stream, for which we're very grateful that she does that for us. So let's have a look. Let's see.
I'm sharing it out some more.
I also saw. Here's Raphael. There you go.
Here's Raphael.
But he was going to the store, so we'll hold on till he comes back. See the world with Chris in the house. Welcome in, Chris. Good to see you. I do believe at this time you are in Mexico.
Yes.
Nice.
And we have questions.
Raphael said, shared you out. I did. Awesome. That was Raphael from Visos Travel. Raphael, who was the first fellow traveler to both make a donation and a purchase in our web shop, who does 2 live streams every week and makes awesome travel videos along with a great sense of humor.
Oh, yeah.
Yep. All right. What else is going on? I see Blaine is in the house.
Hi,
hey, oh, welcome in, Blaine. Good to have you with us tonight. Fantastic. Let's see. It's getting more busy now. There we go. Verna thanking us. Hey, you're more than welcome. We appreciate you. Malcolm Hogan in the house. Hi, all running late. Had to light the log burner. That's right.
Because it's cold.
In New Zealand, it's not exactly warm right now like it is here.
It's like going to be 95 tomorrow, Malcolm.
It has been 90s in the 90s for the most part in Fahrenheit, which means in the 30s in Celsius. And I can tell you this: it is not fun working in that kind of weather.
No.
So Malcolm in the house, we have something for him too, of course.
Yes.
All right, here, Malcolm Hogan, our very own Minister of Demographics. He keeps track of whatever nationalities come in our live stream, and so keep score of what countries have been represented in our live stream.
There's been a lot.
There has been a lot indeed, yeah. Malcolm is also very knowledgeable. He's pretty much a walking encyclopedia, and whenever he travels long distance, it's always business class. Simply because that is more comfortable.
It is.
All right. Let's see. I see some more comments coming in here, some meetings and some greetings. Verna asking how we are. We're doing great, Verna. It's Friday night. We always look forward to these Friday nights, to the night owl editions. We think they're always a lot of fun, and tomorrow we are off, like I said, so that makes it even better. Let's see, some more meetings and greetings. Malcolm giving us a first score here: USA, New Zealand, and Mexico. Who else did I miss?
Yeah, because Mexico today.
That's right.
Because Chris is in Mexico.
Since Chris is in Mexico today, he is representing Mexico. That is right. Malcolm saying that it is about 5 degrees Celsius there. Oh, that's cold. That's what would that be? Like upper 30s in Fahrenheit, I believe. It's certainly not very much.
Not warm.
Emily is in the house too.
Hi, Emily.
Good evening to you. Welcome in. Welcome in. Rafael says, well, the first stop was a bus. Let's try next one since Walmart is closed.
Yeah. Walmarts are closing here at 8:30. I don't know what time they're closing there.
That's right. Yeah.
I don't know if anybody's going to be open. Like here, there'd be nobody open. You would end up getting it at a convenience store.
Look what Verna's doing here. Telling at family travel and excursions, I get some ice cream there at your house. Oh, that's a creative way to
nice.
Connect with someone, Verna. Nice. I like that style. That's great. Let's see here. Darian asking Verna where she's located. Verna's in the Philippines.
Yes.
Malcolm, did you add Philippines since Verna's in the house? Because I don't think you...
Malcolm has a different kitty on now.
Malcolm has a different kitty on? Where?
On his picture. There's a different kitty.
I suppose he does. Yeah.
Oh my gosh, it looks like my... I used to have a cat named Brittany, and it looks almost just like her.
That's great.
Hi, Margaret.
Margaret in the house too. Welcome in, Margaret. Margaret, a regular in our live stream here.
I think you know that one, Margaret.
Yeah, I think many people do. It's just that we had to use it as a background at some point, simply because
it's beautiful.
It's a conversation piece, let's be real here. And it is indeed pretty. Emily says she thinks she knows the background too. Oh, there's many people that...
I think this is a pretty easy one.
Yeah. Rafael now trying C stores. Hey, don't give up. Don't give up.
Yeah, like I said, I don't think anybody's going to be open.
Malcolm explaining that the new cat is called Flash. He is 14 years old. His brother Bailey died about 6 months ago. Oh, okay. I'm sorry to hear that. So hopefully Flash makes a nice and welcome addition to your home. Blaine says, if you visit my house and bathroom, please flush. That's a great way too, Blaine. Yep. So Blaine letting it be known here that he is more than willing to connect with people in our live stream. Malcolm says, I've got no idea what the background is.
None
that
whatsoever.
is flat out a lie, Malcolm. We know you know. MGM Family Travel also in the house. Hi everyone. Welcome in. Welcome in. Good to have you with us again in our International Travelers Hangout. What you doing? You grabbed your phone with a lot of purpose.
There's a lot of purpose.
Okay, like what?
I'm doing secret things.
Secret things? Like what?
Just stuff.
Okay then. Well, in the meantime, I'm going to see if there's any more comments coming in at this time. If anyone is sharing their plans for the weekend, because that's what we had initially asked.
But what I do want to do is I would like to talk about Mexico while Chris is still here because I know he's getting tired.
Okay, yeah, that's a good one.
I want to talk about that while he's here. I mean, Chris, you want to do you want to stay in the chat, Chris? How do you want to? You tell me how you want to do this. Because we want to know what's going on in Mexico and what your trip is like.
Yeah.
I mean, and it's great that we have somebody on the ground.
That's right. That's right.
So, I mean, if you want to join us and we'll do a split screen, or if you
we
want
can do that.
We can do that, or if you just want to message and answer questions in the chat, you tell me what you want to do. You can instant message me back or put it in there, however you want to do it, before you fall asleep or pass out.
That's right. Malcolm says F11, my screen got background now. Never been there. Really? Blaine says he can come up on screen. Yeah, that's what we are thinking about here. Malcolm also says go on screen, but the real question here
is what Chris
wants to do. So in the meantime, does anyone have any plans for the weekend? Anything you are looking forward to? Anything fun? Do let us know.
Yeah,
do
please
share
do
with
let us know.
What are you doing?
I'm hitting wrong buttons on my phone is what I'm doing. I'm hitting all kinds of stuff.
Well, maybe you should start hitting right buttons on your phone.
No, I'm going to hit all the wrong ones. It's what I do.
Oh, okay. So are you finally hitting the right ones?
No.
No?
No.
Okay.
I'm not.
Chris says we will answer questions. We're laying in bed. All right.
Okay, not a problem.
Okay. Well, then let's get the questions started right away, since you are still available. Lane says, just channel stuff like always tomorrow. Okay, that's good. Always good to work on it. So I wish I had more time to work on that.
So, Chris, I think the big question everybody has is, you're at an all-inclusive resort in Mexico. Does it feel safe?
Yeah.
And if so, what is making it feel safe?
Yeah.
I think that's a big question.
In the meantime, Emily says, I plan on knitting more and dragging Spencer to Cosmoprof. LOL. Nice.
Oh, he'll enjoy that.
Nice. Margaret says she'll be back later. It's her daughter's bedtime and she wants me to read her. Okay.
Read to her. Yeah, that'll be nice.
Malcolm saying out to dinner tonight with 2 other couples and our daughter-in-law. Our son is working. Okay, nice. So where are you going to eat, Malcolm?
What are you going to have?
Verna saying that she is in now. Nice. Good, good, good. Thank you so much for that, Verna.
That's such a pretty picture of you, Verna.
It is, right? I know. MGM is going on a Saturday night search for the Jersey Devil. Oh, that sounds like something I would enjoy.
Oh, you know what?
What's with the Jersey Devil? What is that? What is that about?
I did some research today on the Poconos and those resorts that we were talking about, the couples resorts. Like, what was the one? Pocono Palace and those ones. And I didn't like what I found.
No.
Okay, he did answer back.
So Chris is answering the question Kimberly asked about safety out there in Mexico. He says it absolutely feels safe. They all wear masks and face shields. Okay. So Chris, does that mean for you, however, that you need to wear those too all the time? Or do you only need to wear them in select spots? Or how does this work?
Yeah.
Rafael says, found on my way home. Woo! All right. Way to go, Rafael. Verna sharing the love here. Thank you so much for that. Chris says they squirt sanitizer every time you interact with someone. Whoa. That's thorough, I will say.
That's good, though. Now, I saw on one video, someone was showing that they were at a resort in Mexico as well. And they actually had them stand in, when they were coming to the resort, stand in a sanitizer and then wipe their feet off. And they had them do that when they were going in and out of the restaurants and everything. Are they doing that there too? Or was that something that was specific to that resort? I think what I'm trying to get at is if it seems like it's across the board, like all of these precautions, or is it this particular resort that you're at that it feels particularly safe? Does that make sense?
I think it does. Well, while we give Chris some time to type up his answer for that question, Malcolm says that he is going to have the Maharaja Indian in Papua Nui for dinner. So you're gonna have Indian food. Nice.
That's good.
Richie and Vanessa travel in the house. Hey, welcome in, guys.
Hi,
Welcome
Richie
in,
and
welcome
Vanessa.
in. How are you doing? And do you have any plans for the weekend?
We're talking about Mexico because Rich is in Mexico. He's in an all-inclusive resort. So
Yeah.
that is an option to do right now. And I was looking today and there are some deals.
There are.
I mean, like major deals.
Rafael says always have to wear a mask except to eat and the pool. All right, that's good information there. Chris says that the guests also wear masks. In corridors and lobby, the masks are actually required.
Okay, well, that makes sense.
Yeah, I can see that.
And he hasn't seen the feet thing.
Oh, okay. All right. Well, maybe not at that
That
particular resort.
yeah.
MGM Family Travel answering my question. The Jersey Devil is a creature that lives in the Pine Barrens of New Jersey. Half man, half creature. Oh,
Yeah, I've heard of it.
Nice. So are you actually going to do some vlogging on that? I'm curious if they will. Verna is saying, stay here to travel on tour while I'm doing laundry. There you go. Yes. Way to go, Verna. I like that. That's awesome. All right. I see some more information coming in from our person on the ground. Chris is saying that at the resort where he is at right now, they don't spend much time in your room. It's just the basics. They clean the bathroom, the bed, and the dinner table. Okay.
Okay, that makes sense.
And apparently there's no mask required at the pool. That makes sense too.
You know, I mean, that'd be a heck of a tan line, wouldn't it?
Yeah, that'll be a mask line. Mask line. So Richie and Vanessa are saying that for the weekend they're just filming content. All right, that sounds good. How about us? Well, right now it's just the live stream for tonight.
Yeah.
I don't think we really have anything planned for tomorrow.
I think actually what we've done is unplanned tomorrow.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah, I think we're gonna do something exciting like play Catan.
Board game.
Yeah.
There you go. Although I might do some editing because we did do some recording.
We did some filming.
Yeah, we did do some recording last Wednesday. It's finally going to happen. That video about us doing a beer tasting with beers from all over the world. We are going to be working on that. The raw footage is there. It's just going to be a nice bit of editing that needs to be done. Other than that, I don't really have a Sunday because I work on Sunday. Lucy is in the house as well.
Lucy.
So Lucy and Bill looks like they both stopped by. That's awesome.
Which is great.
Thank you. Rafael saying, is that the New Jersey version of the Chupacabra?
Kind of.
Probably.
AA. What is AA?
I think American Airlines.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I heard. Yeah.
But I did look at Southwest as well, because Southwest is running really good specials right now as far as their vacation packages go too. And Southwest is social distancing on their planes. They're saying the middle seat will be open until at least through September 31st or 30th or something like that. Is there 30 or 31 days in September?
30.
30.
Yeah.
So it'd be a miracle if it was 31st. So then they will supply you with face masks. Very interesting.
All right, I see some more meetings, some more greetings, and then Chris says here that they will supply the face masks as well. Okay. Reggie and Vanessa Travel says, aren't cases in Mexico surging? I don't think we'd feel comfortable going. Chris, I'm going to pass that question on to you. Are cases in Mexico truly surging? Have you heard anything about that?
What I had heard was they were going up in like Mexico City and places like that, but Cancun, from what I saw, was way more under control.
Chris says that the beaches are officially closed, so no service on the beach. However, you can go to the beach. Okay. Well, it is good that they did not really close that all the way down, because if you're going to an all-inclusive resort, a lot of the time, at least in countries like Mexico, beach is a big part of that. So that's a good thing. Malcolm says, looking forward to the beer video. If you tell us what times we can have the same one at the same time that we watch it.
That'd be fun.
That's actually, yeah, I never thought of that, Malcolm.
No,
all right.
We will let you know.
Yeah, we're going to let you know.
Post it.
Yeah.
We'll post it on Facebook. Oh, you won't see Facebook.
We can email them. We have his
we'll
email address. We'll post it on the Facebook and then email Malcolm separately. Some interaction being exchanged with Rafael here and MGM Family Travel. And Chris says it doesn't seem bad at all. Alabama's worse off.
I know there's a lot of states that are pretty bad off.
Yeah. Actually, our own state, Pennsylvania, is not doing good at all. It's actually going downhill pretty fast. And yeah, it's smaller businesses are closing down again. None of it is any good.
He said the resort is only at 31% capacity.
Okay, all right.
You know, that's what I was telling Neil. I said, as far as flying right now, I don't think I would feel any less safe at the airport or on a socially distanced airplane than I do at like the grocery stores. You know, I mean, I think there's this whole thing about what you feel comfortable with, and are you really putting yourself in more risk if you go somewhere like Mexico, or are you in just as much risk here?
Yeah.
I think that's the question.
Yeah.
Hi.
Malcolm likes the idea of emailing him what we have.
Okay.
Q's Cruisers have joined us today. Welcome back, Q's Cruisers. Glad to have you with us again.
I was looking at some of their drone footage today.
Oh, how was that?
It was good. It was real good.
I know there are some creators out there that are really, really good with drone footage.
And that's amazing.
Yeah.
It really gives a different perspective.
The only problem with drones is that a lot of places don't allow them anymore.
No, and I would run mine into a building. And then I would hit myself in the head with it.
Yeah. Rafael says here, well, alcohol kills everything, so I would feel safe. You should do the video as a premiere. You can go down for about $1,500.
Now, I was looking today at Mexico, and I found a deal, because, you know, I'm always finding deals. In September, that we could go down for 10 days at an all-inclusive adult resort. And it was like $1,800. And that was for 10 nights, 11 days, and round-trip air. And that's for the both of us. That's each.
That's a really good deal.
That's like $1,800.
Rafael, yeah, 1,500 you mentioned. How many days does that include? And is that 2 people?
This was 10 days.
Yeah. So, See the World with Chris is saying that there are 4 restaurants that require reservations. Only 1 of them are open each night.
That makes sense. For them to have 30% capacity.
Yeah, then there is no point opening all of them all the time. Yeah, that makes perfect sense, actually. So, to Lucy, Chris says that even with some services not available due to the pandemic, it is well worth it. Okay.
I can understand that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Chris, impressed for 1,800 for 10 days?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's the,
Richie and Vanessa are slowly starting to consider that now too.
It's getting warm, isn't it?
Yeah. Yeah.
Because you know what? I mean, we are booked to go on the cruise in October.
Yeah, but it is not looking good for that.
I really don't think that's going to happen.
No.
And
Did you cancel the reservations yet?
I'm going to.
Yeah, unfortunately, that is not going to happen.
No.
With only 9 or 8 days left.
Yeah.
Before you can, before the final payment is due, we really doubt that it's going to happen. So we decided to slash that knot through ourselves.
Yeah.
And,
because I don't want to make the final payment, and I know that because I don't want that much money tied up, to be honest.
No.
Because it'll take months and months and months to get it back if they do cancel, and it does look like they will.
Right.
So I mean, and if we do miss out on it, we miss out on it. But and also too is I mean, you all can tell me how you all feel. I don't know if I want to be one of the first ones cruising.
No, that doesn't sound appealing to me.
But you let me know how you all feel too.
Yeah. Because I know there are different takes on this situation. Malcolm's saying here that he had to rescue his drone from a tree. Son's ex-girlfriend put it up there. Oh, gee.
Yeah.
Wow. Rafael actually explaining that it's 2 people all-inclusive on the same resort they are, but I can go to Mexico for a week on a regular resort for $100 for the resort. That doesn't sound right, Rafael.
It's probably through that deal thing that he gets.
Yeah, it would have to be. It would have to be something really, really, really special. Chris says, I could have gone to Cabo for 9 nights for about that, but we couldn't go then. It was my daughter's birthday. Oh, yeah. So it appears that some of these all-inclusive resorts are truly offering some really good deals. And despite all the face masks that are being required and everything, going by what Chris is saying here, it is well worth the effort.
Yeah. I mean, I looked like if you were going to go in 3 weeks, you know, in August, and it was like $8.95 a person, including the flights.
Yeah.
So, I mean, no kidding, Christine.
Christine coming in and taking one single easy shot, almost for open goal, I would say. I mean, most of the folks in there are pretty experienced travelers. And yeah, of course, this is Stonehenge, Christine. I think everyone knew that. When were we at Stonehenge? 2015 or 2016? One of the two. And yeah, we took some pictures there, walked around. It was actually kind of nice walking around because Stonehenge is situated like pretty much in the middle of nowhere.
There's a lot of sheep.
Yeah, there is a bunch of sheep in the area.
That surprised me. There's just a lot of sheep.
But
it's like New Zealand.
It was fascinating to see, really. Malcolm says I should be in Melbourne, Australia, end of next week. Not going to happen. Yeah, I didn't think so. Yeah. Rafael says that yes, it is through my special site. Weeks start at $75 per week.
But that's not all inclusive.
Yeah, I would not have to be. Remember, no all inclusive. Yeah, okay, that makes sense then. Emily says, really? I thought it was Bondi Beach in Australia.
Ha ha ha.
Yeah, right, Emily, you knew that.
Yeah, she said I knew it was Stonehenge.
Christine says, I'm going back to sleep now. There you go. I see how you are, Christine. First, you just, you know, take all the glory you can get with guessing the background, and then you go back to sleep.
I'm hoping you're going to come with us when we go in May.
Oh, that would be fun. That would be fun for sure. Yeah.
I feel comfortable with May.
Yeah, I hope.
I think that everything is going to be better by then.
I really hope. Lucy says that Stonehenge is on her list. Yeah, oh, I can imagine. And you should have it on there. It's really an interesting place.
Lucy, it's one of those things you go once, you don't need to go back.
That is the other side, yes. You see it once.
You're like, oh, I was at Stonehenge. Yeah. And then you're like, okay, that's good, let's go.
Yeah. Because that's truly all there is, really, these stones. So you take some time to walk around, take some pictures, take some footage perhaps, and
ponder
but then you have seen it.
Yeah.
Malcolm says, fun fact, Iceland is the 183rd in population order. Wow. Yeah, Iceland is not very populated. Chris is tired, but blessed to be here, he says.
I'll tell you what, Chris, I really appreciate you taking time out of your vacation to join us in our live stream and give us some of this information, because it is valuable information to have one of us in the travel community on the ground.
Absolutely. Yeah.
And I know you took a little time out this afternoon to have a little bit of a conversation with Papa Mozo. I was there at his live, and we was having a little trouble understanding him for some reason. He was all garbled. Not Chris, Papa Mozo. But then, like, it was a real short live, and it was only a few minutes, but it was good to see you and good to see that, you know, you were well and enjoying yourself.
Yeah, we thank you for that, Chris. That's really appreciated. I do have another question for you. What about excursions? Are there any excursions being organized from the resort to wherever they go, or is that canceled altogether, or how does that work? In the meantime, I see some more comments coming in. Malcolm saying that should have been 172nd.
Well, you know what? I knew that was wrong, Malcolm.
That it still sounds in the right direction. I mean, 172nd or...
Yeah, I knew,
but
Malcolm.
Hey, you should stick with the facts. We have a new... someone who joined us again, Exploring Stranger Things UK. Welcome in, welcome in. I was going to say new. They're not new. They're regular. That's right. So welcome in, guys. It's actually very early in the morning there in the United Kingdom. So that's great.
You might want to look at what Lucy is doing this weekend.
What?
Isn't that who's doing the New Jersey Devil thing? I thought it was them. MGM?
Yeah.
And they do strange things.
Oh, that's right.
I find that very interesting.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. That's right. Yeah. Yeah. You might want to check that out, because MGM is going to go after the Jersey Devil.
Yeah, they're going to do some.
So yeah, I really hope that they try to get some footage of whatever they're doing. It would be cool, even if they don't catch anything. Rafael says after November the virus will disappear. You sound very convinced of that, Rafael. What makes you say that? Exploring Stranger Things UK,
Hey,
greeting everyone. Let's see. Nurse Nancy's joining Chris soon. Yeah, she is gonna head over there
she
too.
was going to Mexico.
Yeah. Chris says, sure, I'm going to try to rush a vlog when I get back.
Good.
Nice.
Good.
That sounds good. Awesome.
We're all waiting.
Yep. MGM Family Travel saying, it's in the middle of nowhere. I went when I was young, so many other places to go in England.
Yeah.
That is true. Yeah. And as of late, I have been seeing more videos about England that are not about London. And it made me realize that England does have way more to offer than just London.
Oh, yeah.
So we need to go back there at some point and check a bit more out of the countryside. Chris says about the excursion question that I asked. Yes, about a third to half are not available.
I'm amazed that some are.
Yeah. Excursions that are small groups. Okay. So in small groups, they do things still. Yeah. Okay, that makes sense.
That makes sense.
Malcolm with a new update then. So far we have had New Zealand, Australia, England, the Philippines, Mexico, and the United States represented in our live stream. That's good. That's 6 countries already. Nice. Thanks for that update, Malcolm. Let's see here. Rafael saying, well, if you know something happens in the beginning of November, you will see how much the numbers change after that.
The election.
Yeah. I don't know. I really don't know if it's going to affect it that much, but we'll see.
We'll see.
Exploring Stranger Things UK says, great to see you both as always, and it's 5:15 a.m. here in the UK. Can't sleep. Oh, that's why. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that I feel you
Well,
there. I know what that's
to have
like.
you with us as always.
Yeah. So we're glad that at least we can provide you with some entertainment.
Yeah.
Here.
And we're learning about what's going on in Mexico.
That's right. Rachel loves Disney.
Hey,
Hi
Rachel.
there, Rachel. How are you tonight? Good to see you in here. I see that we just cracked 20 people in the stream, so we're getting there. Down Under Cruises from Australia are in the house too. Sean and Alana, welcome in, welcome in. Some meetings and some greetings for Sean and Alana coming through here. That's good. I see Alana being greeted, but I do not see Alana anywhere.
I saw Alana.
Oh, here, there she is. There's Alana. I knew she had to be somewhere. So good to see you again in here. Let's see. Malcolm to the Down Under Cruise already have Australia in the country list. There you go. Malcolm on the ball there. And Chris is pointing out that at the resort where he is at in Mexico, the food and the drinks are great. Awesome. Now, Chris, do you feel that the people at the resort, the staff I'm talking about here, are they going like all out to make things as nice for you as possible, or is it like more reserved or not as enthusiastic as otherwise it might have been? What is your take on that?
Are they just really happy to be back at work?
Yeah, I really have no clue.
Yeah, he says the service is top notch.
Let me see. Ah, so it really doesn't affect that level then?
No.
Huh, that's interesting. Yeah, perhaps, that could very well be the reason too, that people are just happy that they can still work.
Yeah.
And that tourism is not entirely dead.
Yeah.
And that therefore, yeah, they feel extra motivated to really make something of it for their guests. Down on the Cruiser says that Ilana is sitting next to me. I see her every day, all day. Well, knowing you two, I do believe you consider that a good thing. So that's awesome. Let's see here. Oh, look at MGM Family Travel to our friends from Australia here. Sorry, I missed your live. I hit the bell for your next one. There you go. Speaking of hitting the bell, if you have not done so for our channel yet,
please do so.
Yeah, that would be a great idea. We have something going on every week.
Yeah. So
that way you stay updated. And in case you haven't hit that thumbs up for us yet, that would also be very much appreciated.
Hi, Megan.
Megan in the house? Yeah, there's Megan. Hey, welcome in. Good evening to you.
Megan.
How are you doing tonight?
Megan, I don't know if you heard, we have someone on the ground in Mexico
That's right.
at an all-inclusive resort as we speak.
Yep. Rafael seems to also think about it that way, that they're probably glad that they have a job. Yeah. Exploring Stranger Things UK says, guys, if you ever need anyone to be a moderator for your chat, we'll be more than happy to help you both. Oh, thank you so much. That is very much appreciated, that offer. So, yeah, we'll definitely keep that in mind. Let's see.
I don't know if you've joined our Facebook group or not for Two Travel and Tour, but please do so if you have.
Yeah, the two Travel and Tour community on the Facebook.
And you know what? When you do join it, let us know that you are with Exploring Stranger Things, because you're going to join it under your name, and I'm not going to know who you are.
Right, exactly.
And so.
Yeah.
So please let us know.
Yeah. Family Travel Excursions, we are getting ready to turn in. Have a great weekend. Thank you so much for stopping by, guys. Always good seeing you in here. So good night. Chris says they really want to push you to their vacation club. They are offering 2 massages and a cabana if you sit through their 1.5 hour presentation.
Oh my goodness.
Ooh. Really going all out, huh? Let's see here. See some more meetings and some greetings. Rachel loves this. He says, yes, I agree. If you ever want a mod, I want to be a mod. All right. A lot of people showing interest in becoming a moderator here. You know what? I'll write a few names down here. Let's see. So we got Rachel. And we got Exploring Stranger Things UK. All right. Awesome, awesome. Thank you so much for offering, guys. Darian says, awesome to explore Stranger Things UK. Malcolm says, sounds like a spy. We have someone on the ground in Mexico.
Isn't it great?
Malcolm, it's the vacation spy.
Yes. Is it safe?
Yeah.
Is there enough sanitizer?
You need like a little headset or something, and you know the thingy that they have that they just talk in their wrist like that. Yep. Let's see. Megan says, can't wait to hear this report from Mexico.
Hey, Megan, we're hearing that it's good. We're hearing that it feels very safe.
Yeah.
That they're taking all the necessary precautions. But it doesn't. But on the same time, it feels safe but not intrusive.
Right. And what Chris was also saying is that the service is top notch. So that aspect is certainly not affected by the pandemic.
And we're looking at these resorts that we're looking at are in Cancun. And Megan, like I was saying to everyone, I found deals today on the internet that were for 2 people for 10 nights, 11 days, all inclusive, all adult resorts in Mexico for like $1,800 for 2 people.
Yeah.
Not each. Total.
And that's 10 days.
10 days.
That's incredible. That's really incredible. So Rafael says, I agree. It is nice to have mods in every part of the world. That way, no issues with the time sheet go on.
It makes it easy. It does.
Hey, Silent Bob is in the house.
Hi.
Welcome in. Good evening to you. I do believe this is the first time for you in here. So please tell us, where are you from? What do you think of the current situation when it comes to travel? Anything you wish to share with us? Do you have any plans for the weekend? Do let us know. This is a very interactive live stream. So it's always our goal to more so have a conversation with everyone here rather than just ramble off stories to you while you slowly fall asleep because of boredom. So let's see. Malcolm says it is sad that mods are needed. Yeah, in a certain aspect, yes.
But it's also good, like, if we need a link dropped.
Yeah. Exactly. So not all aspects of moderators have a negative context. They're also there to share important information, to drop links that are of significance. So it's not all bad for sure. Megan says, Kim, those are some serious deals. Yes. And many people in here seem to agree with us on that. I mean, 10 days, $1,800 all inclusive, including flights. Are you kidding me? That is phenomenal.
Yeah.
That's really, really good.
Yeah, and Lucy's saying about some deals she found. Yeah, I found some really good deals in Jamaica too.
There you go. Yeah.
And
that's not bad either.
No. Like I said, this one that I found in Mexico is an adult all-inclusive. And I was also looking at the adult all-inclusives in Jamaica. They were more for 10 days because we like to go for 10 nights.
Oh yeah, 10
days.
is nice for sure.
Yeah.
Rafael says, I had a person asking me to make them a mod the first time to join my live today. Also be careful, Charlize's channel got flagged by someone she said no to.
How nice.
She was glad for sexual content. Oh jeez. Wow. That is interesting.
She was flagged for sexual content.
Oh, okay.
Flagged, not glad.
Oh.
Well, you know, most people are glad for sexual content.
Wow. That's interesting. Let's see here. Malcolm suspecting that there might have been a troll. Yeah, that sounds like a classic troll there. Let's see here. Malcolm says, including flights. Does that include New Zealand?
No.
Probably not, Malcolm.
Malcolm, they're not even letting you out.
Probably. So Silent Bob says he's from Long Island, New York. All right, okay. That's awesome. So I hope you're doing okay there, because we know that New York has been hit pretty hard with everything. So hopefully everything is going well with you and your family. Let's see, some more meetings and some more greetings. Rafael says 90-day suspension for her felt so bad. Yeah, I believe that. Yeah, you gotta watch that. I mean,
so somebody reported there was nothing wrong and she got suspended for 90 days.
Yeah, that doesn't seem right. But
that doesn't seem right.
But I have heard of unfair things like that. I mean, the YouTube gods aren't always fair.
I mean, if they go and look and there's nothing wrong with it, why would they suspend her?
Yeah, that's really terrible. So, Silent Bob, do you have any plans for the weekend? Malcolm says, hopefully Charlene can appeal. Yeah, because I have attended several of her live streams. They're always fantastic. No questionable content, none whatsoever. There's no reason that she should have this 90-day ban, that's for sure. Down on the cruise are saying they won't even let us out. Why should Malcolm be privileged?
That's what I said. They're not even letting them out.
Oh, here's some
glares
from the Down on the Cruisers at their neighbors out there in towards the east.
Here's a question. Some of y'all that are in England and in Europe and in the EU, are they letting you fly to Mexico right now? If you wanted to go to Mexico, are you able to go?
There's a good one.
I'm curious because I didn't look at what's going on with the individual countries in the EU.
Yeah. Chris is saying, I missed something. Who got suspended for what? There is a YouTube friend of ours, Chris, that apparently turned someone down who wanted to be a moderator, and she subsequently got reported for, I guess, questionable content or something
sexual
like
content.
that. Yeah, and she was banned
for 90 days.
For 90 days for that, and meanwhile there was absolutely nothing.
I mean, how can they do
there.
that? People can say anything.
Yeah, exactly. So that seems shady to me. Rafael says, well, I'm supposed to be on a cruise to Alaska coming the 24th, so Mexico. Yeah. It's Ilana says, you mean I'm stuck with you all day, every day at the Down on the Cruise? That's funny. Yeah, so I think once again, what it comes down to, guys, is that we have to look here at what we can do as travelers. Where can we go? What can we do? And not too much focus on, okay, this got cancelled, that got cancelled, because then it's going to be a very gloomy and not so fun road to go down to for us. So we have been looking at some domestic things. So we checked out Poconos. Well, okay, that turned out not to be an option.
You know what? I'll tell you why. Those resorts that I looked at in the Poconos, okay, they're a little pricey. Okay, no big deal. But then there was like service charges, okay, like resort charges, okay. But we're talking like for 4 nights, $119 for a resort charge.
Yeah.
And then for 4 nights, there was a service fee of $250 on it. So it ended up being for 4 nights, like, and now keep in mind, it only includes breakfast and dinner. It doesn't include lunch. It doesn't include any drinks. It doesn't include anything like that. You pay for all your drinks and all of that. So for 4 nights, you were looking at like $1,500.
Yeah.
Okay, for 4 nights. And we can go to a Mexico all-inclusive resort for about the same money.
Yeah, that
for
puts,
10 nights.
That puts things in perspective,
with all your drinks included.
Yeah.
And you know what? From what I'm hearing from Chris, it seems cleaner.
Yeah, it does.
Just saying.
I think, and things actually sound, from what it sounds like, makes sense. So yeah, whenever you're in corridors and particularly indoor areas, if I'm understanding Chris correctly, that is where you wear your face masks. But on like in pools and on beaches, not so much. So Malcolm says, I could fly to Europe if I wanted. 14-day lockdown on return to New Zealand, government paid. Wow. Chris says that we aren't innocent until proven guilty anymore. Yeah,
no,
it's starting to seem that
especially with
way.
the YouTube gods.
Yeah, unfortunately so. Megan says, I'm with you, Kim. I would rather spend my money at a Mexican all-inclusive if it is safe. Yeah, sure thing. Absolutely.
I mean, you get more bang for your buck.
Richie and Vanessa agree with us that what the Poconos...
That was ridiculous for 4 nights.
It absolutely
But what the heck is a $250 service fee?
Yeah, what's that supposed to be for?
That's ridiculous.
But you gotta watch, because initially you will think you're getting a deal.
Oh, it didn't seem too bad. I mean, it was a little bit, but you know, it was like one of those. It's like one of those couples resorts, and it has hot tubs, and it has a little pool in your room and things. I thought, oh my gosh, that would be so much fun. And okay, we're not going to be doing the cruise. We're not going to be doing this. We're not going to be doing that. We didn't do Egypt. We didn't do all these other things. Okay, let's look at what we can do. And then but then you know what? I'm just not going to spend that. Not for that. No. That's
just a big no. And I don't know what they're thinking, but there's many people that are going to see straight through that. I mean, in this very live stream alone, I cannot see any of the fellow travelers in here fall for that.
No.
So, no. Verna B sharing some love here. Thank you so much. Lots of love coming from the Philippines. That's always appreciated. So, how about you, Verna? Are you planning on doing anything in the weekend? And what's the situation in the Philippines like at this point? Chris saying that the Gulf Shores is the same cost for just accommodations.
Okay.
That's really, remarkable to say the very least. Malcolm, does Trump know you all want to go to Mexico? I know, off topic and borderline comment.
Well, we won't tweet about it.
Yeah. That's funny. Ravel says, U.S. resorts are a joke, so expensive. Yeah, and that's probably why a lot of travelers choose to go through Mexico or Jamaica or somewhere where it is reasonably priced. Malcolm says that he has never paid a resort fee. It sounds like a ripoff to me. Yeah. And that's exactly what it is.
Like when you go to Mexico, they're all-inclusive resorts. There is a resort fee on a lot of different places. Okay, but I think it ends up being in Mexico. It's like $4 US a day.
Yeah.
Okay, I have no problem with that.
No, that's okay. That's understandable. But when it hits triple digits?
Yeah, and then the $250 service fee.
Yeah, what's that about?
My gosh.
You know, someone should just, call them and say, hey, what is this for?
Exactly. Like I said, on the first page, it was kind of pricey. It was 3 days for, like $1,100 or 4 nights for $1,100. I'm like, and then it started adding all that. Then I clicked to the next page and it's adding all these things. And I looked at it from booking from a travel agent's point of view to see if I could get any better deal or whatever. No. I looked at it, booking it through other websites. No. Looked at it through their website. And the funny thing is they said they were running a 50% discount for 50% off if you stay more than 2 nights or something like that or go through the week. It was the exact same price.
Yeah.
And I don't like when places do stuff like that. You're either giving me a discount or you're not.
Neither does Rachel. She never liked resort fees.
No.
I would just want for resorts and just everything really to give you the full price right away. Don't pull those little tricks. Just be honest about it.
Yeah.
Megan to Malcolm, LOL, Mexico may end up banning US citizens and funding the wall because of how bad we're handling it.
Oh my God, Megan!
Whoa! Someone is going for the title of Verbal Sharpshooter of the Night.
Oh my God!
Ouch. Rafael says, join Marco Polo so you can see Chris having fun in Mexico. Okay? I have heard a lot about that Marco Polo. Rafael says, resort fee is to enjoy the pools, the grounds, etc.
Yeah, but it needs to be a reasonable amount.
But then what is the other money for that you pay?
Yeah.
Chris says here they charge
26
pesos fee a day at the resort for Chris.
That's what, a couple bucks.
That's peanuts. I'm not gonna have sleepless nights over that one.
Mm-mm.
Malcolm says if you have to pay the resort fee, it should be in the price of the room. Exactly. That's how we feel about it. But why make it two separate things that you only get to see once you make it all the way through the booking process?
And here was another thing that I didn't like. Because I called.
Yeah, Ilana says pretty much the same thing. Shouldn't these fees be built into accommodations, Sarah? Yeah, exactly.
But I called the hotel itself to ask some questions. And because I said, okay, is the entire facility open? Because they're charging a resort fee.
Right.
And they're like, no. And I'm like, so what will be open when we come? We don't know. So I see that during the last couple of months, you had waived the resort fee because like the pools and stuff weren't open. I said, you are now charging the resort fee. Well, yes. And things still aren't open. Well, no.
Yeah, that doesn't make much sense.
Hi, Nick.
Nick D in the house, a regular in the International Travelers Hangout. Welcome, Nick.
Good to see you.
Good to see you again. So right now we have someone on the ground in Mexico. It's See the World with Chris, who is actually commenting on what we were just talking about.
Oh no, it's 100 pesos a day.
Which is about $4.5 US.
That's what I said, about $4.
And that's for 4 days. That's not even 1 day.
Oh my God, for 4 days.
So you're not. And it's peanuts.
And that includes, and these all-inclusive resorts include your gratuities. Now, like when you go on cruises and stuff, depending on what package you get, it may or may not include your gratuities. But all-inclusive resorts do. Now, Neil and I do bring small bills because people that give us excellent service, we go ahead and tip. I always, anybody who touches my luggage, I go ahead and tip. Oh, that's another question, Chris. I saw that they were at other resorts sanitizing the luggage. Did they do that at that resort?
That's a good question.
Did they take the luggage from you, sanitize it, and then give it back, and then bring it to your room? I saw other resorts were doing that.
Yeah, that's a good one. I'm curious what Chris is going to answer to that. Ilana says that here in Australia we do not pay service fees or gratuities.
It
isn't common everywhere.
No, gratuities. That's the thing. Certain European countries too aren't real into gratuities.
Oh no, heavens no. You go to the Netherlands, it's extremely rare to tip. Extremely rare to tip. Malcolm says that Italy has a bad tax that the government gets.
Yeah, like I said, there are like different hotel taxes and things like that, and I've come across those. Yeah. But I just thought that this one was a little extreme.
Right. Malcolm says no tipping in New Zealand.
So not even your servers at restaurants and things?
Well, probably because they make a living wage.
Yeah. Keep in mind, in Pennsylvania, your waitress is making $3 an hour.
Yeah, so they really need the tips to actually make ends meet. Megan says to Malcolm that she agrees resort fees and service fees are a joke, should just be built into the room price. People would psychology handle that much better? Yeah. Absolutely, exactly. And the truth of the matter is, these resorts and all the other places that do this have to ask themselves, what is in it for them by doing it this way? Because all you're going to do is piss people off in the end. So, and that means you're going to get less good reviews online. And that means ultimately you're getting less of a clientele.
Yeah.
So how does this benefit anyone, including themselves? It doesn't. Rafael says that the problem with resort fees is you do not know they charge one when you pay for the vacation, and you are forced to pay when you get to the location.
Yeah. Yep, that's what you got to watch because they weren't clear about that on some of the websites I went to about those resort fees. They said, and the service charge was not mentioned anywhere.
Yeah, I don't like that.
That they said, oh, and a resort fee will be charged. How much?
Yeah.
And nobody mentioned that service fee.
Of course not. No.
Can you imagine getting to the resort and them say, okay, and that'll be another $350?
Yeah. No.
What?
So Rafael then saying in Spain they love me when I go to a restaurant, if you know what I mean.
Yeah.
I'm sure, Rafael. I'm sure. Chris says we didn't see what they did. They took our luggage as soon as we got there, and after we finished checking in, our luggage appeared.
I bet you they sanitized it.
There's a fair chance they did. Hey, Danny is in from Grizzle's Family VK.
Woo!
Asking Raphael how many voluntary shoeies he has done tonight.
You know what? Raphael is he's not even going to remember July.
Like I said, I think the sweat level in his blood is actually surpassing the alcohol level in his blood. And it's really coming to that. So Grizzle's Family VK. Let's see, where are they? Where are they? Here they are.
There you are. You didn't.
I didn't get out of that. Yes, there we go. So Griswold is a mod in our live stream. Very much appreciated. One of our earliest fellow travelers. They've been with us pretty much since the beginning. They do multiple weekly live streams from which they took a break. I do believe I saw some live streams on their schedule again. So if they are back up and running, please let us know, Danny. And that way we know that you're back up and running again. And they focus on videos, focus on travel for families with kids. So if you travel with kids a lot, or you know families that like to travel with kids, make sure you check their videos out.
Yeah, good information for you.
Yeah, for sure. So let's see what else is going on.
I don't know. Where'd you go?
We got a lot of comments in, so I got to. There we go.
They brought it to the room, put it on the luggage rack.
Yeah, that's where we were. Megan says yes to a living wage for all. Nice, nice, Megan. Chris pointing out they brought. Yeah, that's what you just mentioned. Ilana says tipping is not part of our culture. Our waiter service workers get a decent wage. I see. That's what I said.
And you tip for exceptional service.
There you go.
Yeah. Where it's considered, it's part of their wage here.
Yeah. Here, you do tip unless it is truly bad. Malcolm says, I know it is not my country, but it should be the employer paying the wages, not the customer.
Yeah, I know.
Different countries, different philosophies, Malcolm, that's for sure. Rafael says that each shoey is $25 for Edna.
Yep.
So, for those of you who are unaware, Edna is the wife of Al. Both are from the YouTube channel Edna's World. Al is undergoing treatments for pancreatic cancer. Of course, that is very costly. It's an incredibly hard situation, not just mentally and but also financially. Mm-hmm. So Rafael does what he calls a shoey for every $25 that is donated to Edna and Al. And basically, is that he fills his shoe with a liquor, or usually beer, and actually drinks it.
Yes.
Down on the cruise says we tip if you like the service. Not a must. Our servers are paid a living wage. Yeah. Okay, so it does appear that this is kind of similar in Australia and New Zealand.
Yeah, they probably love us Americans coming when we go other places because we tip everybody.
I'm sure. Chris says to Mega, we are at Fiesta Americana Condesa. I think you have looked it up too, haven't you?
I'm sure I have. Yeah, I looked at that one today too.
Yeah. Malcolm pointing out Kiwis and Aussies are seen as tight because of our no tipping. It's just a different culture. I don't think that necessarily means tight.
No.
Just like I don't think that the Czechs are necessarily rude just because of the way they speak English. If you go to the Czech Republic and you enter a restaurant and they tell you sit, it doesn't mean that they're being rude. It's just the way they speak English. You're still going to get waited on. You're still going to
have a wonderful experience.
Wonderful experience. It's just how they talk. They don't mean to be rude.
No.
Lucy says the first time I went on a cruise, I had no idea about gratuities. Yeah. There was.
Yeah, and I think they're up to what, about depending on the cruise line, they're about $14 a day now. But they're like
that high.
Yeah.
They've gotten that high.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Some of a lot depends on what kind of stateroom you're in. You go up to a suite or something like that that has a higher level of service, it actually has a higher gratuity level.
Well, okay, but that makes sense because there is more to be cleaned.
Well, there's also more hands-on services to those guests.
Yeah, that too. So yeah, I can understand that. Let's see here, some meetings and some greetings and some conversation that's going on among our fellow travelers in our International Travelers Hangout here.
They're all hanging out.
Then he says that we will be doing a live tomorrow night at 8 p.m. Eastern.
Okay.
Fantastic. Awesome. Glad that you guys are back in the running. Yeah, sure. You're welcome, man. You're welcome. We're just glad that you're back. We love seeing you. Chris pointing out that this in Cancun. Yep. Darian saying thanks again for putting my live stream on the schedule the other day. Oh, hey, you're most welcome. You're most welcome, Darian. That is what a schedule is there for. For those of you who are unaware what Darian is talking about here, in the To Travel and Tour community on the Facebook, I made a schedule of everyone that is a member of our community that does live streams. So if you are not yet on that schedule, you may want to, because it is very much used by people that like to attend live streams. So if you're on the schedule, obviously you're going to get, well, hopefully more viewers. Ilana says we are not type we are just not used to it. Yeah, that's the whole thing. And I think that is where sometimes stereotypes wrongfully come from. They originate, but there is not an actual reason for it. It's based upon simply a misunderstanding of another country's culture.
Yeah.
Malcolm says healthcare is also different in New Zealand. We pay a small amount for local doctors, but everything else is part of free health. Yeah, there you go.
Like I said, it's different everywhere. And as far as, but like the whole tipping culture, it's different. And that with Neil and I being from different cultures, there's a lot of things that it's been a learning experience for both of us.
Right.
Because things that seem totally normal to me, living in America my whole life, then Neil moving here, he's like, what?
Yeah.
What? I mean, tipping peanut butter and jelly, there, and the list goes on.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly. Neil Rafael says he would pay $100 if you do a shoey. Sorry, Rafi. Yeah, no, I'm not doing a shoey.
No.
Malcolm says Ilana hit it on the head. Yeah. Yeah, exactly. Just not used to it. That's a whole different thing. That is, yeah. Rafael says, I waited tables for 10 years. Great job, but people can be horrible. Still get paid $2.13 an hour. Yeah.
You know, I've waited tables too. Usually it was my second job.
Yeah, it's.
And you know, and it's a hard job waiting tables. It really is. And
I couldn't do it. And I know I couldn't.
And it's true, people can be difficult.
Oh yeah, that is why I couldn't do it.
No. Hi, Papa.
Papa Mozo's in the house. Yes, there he is. Welcome in, Papa Mozo, our new fellow traveler of the week, which he was proclaimed to be just the last Wednesday. So welcome in, Papa Mozo, and once again, congratulations on winning the fellow traveler of the week spot. So after this live stream, I will make everything in order, so you will be featured on the main page of our YouTube channel.
I saw him a little bit on his live today.
Did you? That's awesome.
Yes, I did. And he was talking to Chris, and they were talking about Mexico a bit, and Papa was going to have some pizza.
There you go, yeah. I know there's, he said about this place in the Chicago area that he really likes for pizza, so I wonder if he got it from there. Malcolm says our living wage is around 70 New Zealand dollars an hour, approximately 11 United States dollars an hour. There you go. Well, you see, Malcolm, here in the US, it very, very much depends on where you are living. If 11 US dollars is what you make in New York City, you're probably going to be living in a tent on the street. But if you are making that kind of money here, then it is a little bit more doable. Still not fantastic.
No, you're not doing great.
You're certainly not doing great, but it's a little bit more doable because the cost of life here is a little better.
Yeah.
Let's see, I see Papa Mozo is getting a very warm welcome here from several travelers.
Well, of course.
That
It's
is
Papa.
awesome. Chris says that he thinks gratuity should not be expected. I think the businesses are dumping responsibility to the customers to pay their wages. Yes, Chris, you're absolutely right. That's effectively what's going on here. And yeah, it shouldn't be that way.
I know, but like I said, it's here. It is what it is.
Unfortunately.
Yeah.
Well, we're also saying, vi amo tutti, buonasera. Yep. He loves everyone. Good evening. Chris says, don't hide the cost, just tell me what to pay. Yes, exactly. That is the discussion we had earlier.
And it's the truth.
Just one price. How difficult can it be? Don't piss off your customers.
Yeah, an excellent service should be rewarded.
Yeah, you can always tip, but then leave it up to the person that pays for the trip or whatever, the dining experience, anything to do it. But don't make it something that is a standard. Also, that way it has way less meaning. Let's see, what else is going on? Oh, Megan is on a roll here. Wow.
Yeah.
Okay, I think we are all caught up on the comments here. Richie and Vanessa will preach and Megan Morris. That's great.
Oh my goodness.
Malcolm says, dinner tonight, what price is written on the menu is what I pay. Yeah.
Yeah.
So Malcolm, even including like taxes and everything?
Now, here's a question. Now, here at some of your good restaurants, you get menus that do not have prices on them.
Yeah, that's right.
Does that happen in New Zealand or in Australia? Just curious.
Yeah. Dan on the cruise is saying, I believe that tipping is a privilege, not an expectation. Yeah, well, that is what it should be, but here in the US, it is honestly an expectation.
Yeah.
Megan says, sorry guys, not trying to be too political. We appreciate you keeping the foot on the brake, Megan.
I understand.
Rafael says, well, the USA should make a price of things the same as anywhere in the world, not adding taxes when you pay. Visitors do not understand that.
Yeah, it's hard. It's hard. It is. I know, like when his family comes to visit and things, and we go out, and it's a big cultural adjustment.
It really is. Yeah. My parents would still be wondering, like, why would we tip? I mean, that's something that's really not that common in the Netherlands.
No.
Just don't do that. Ilana says they would be way too expensive for us, a menu without prices.
Yeah, I just, like I said, I wonder if they do it there. Like I said, I know some of the finer restaurants here do too.
There's not that many of them, though.
One of the things I do like about Europe is most restaurants have a menu card outside.
Yeah.
And so you can, like, because you're walking around in a small town or whatever, or in a little city or in a city, and you can look at that and say if that's someplace you want to go. You can look at what they have, what the prices are like, and decide if you want to go in or not. Where in America, there are no menu cards outside. Now most of these restaurants do have menus online, so you can kind of look it up. But the menu card on the building isn't part of American culture. And I like that. I like the menu on the outside.
So do I. Yeah. So Down Under Cruise is saying here, no, it is the law that the client must be informed as to what he is paying. Yeah,
see,
that makes
sense.
Yeah. Malcolm says, yes, tax GST is included and the price has to be displayed unless it is market price for some fish. Yeah, we have that too.
Like market price for lobster and things. And then you say, what is the market price today for lobster? And they tell you.
Malcolm is saying that menu boards outside are great. Yeah, absolutely. Ilana pointing out that there needs to be transparency as to what exactly we are paying and for what. Yeah, for sure. Yeah.
I agree.
So let me give it a little bit of a different spin here, because when it comes to tourism, a lot of the times you're dealing with, international relations, basically. So you have tourists from one country coming to another. So if you book, do you book with someone from the country where you're located at? Are you booking through someone abroad? And what does that mean for you price-wise? Where do you pay your taxes? I think the rules that are involved in here and the laws need to have an international character. Because if you do not have that uniformity, it's only going to cause more confusion and more loopholes for businesses that are, well, let's say, of a little bit more, have more malicious intent. Let's see here. Papa Mosley, Niels Nuggets, hashtag don't piss off your customers. Yes, exactly. That's exactly right, Papa Mosu. Yep. Papa Mos, I'm ready to see you drink out of a shoe. Rachel. Rafael says, my wife went to a restaurant the other day where they did not have a physical menu. A QR code on the table and scan with the phone will pull up the menu. Great for you, given the times we're in now.
We did that we went to...
They had it at Texas Roadhouse here,
Roadhouse.
Yeah.
And that's what they had. You had to scan it.
But it wouldn't download on your phone, so you ended up with the paper menu after all.
No, I didn't get the paper menu. I just looked at Neil's phone.
Well, there's that possibility.
Plus, I knew what I wanted. I wanted a filet mignon.
Yeah. Malcolm says, I confuse Aussies and Kiwis agree on something. I might have to have a cup of tea.
That's Malcolm.
Relentlessly picking on his neighbors. So Darian is saying here, my family and I were in Savannah last weekend, and on River Street, most of the restaurants had a menu card on the outside. Minded me of Germany. Yeah. Yes.
Isn't that nice?
Oh, I love it. I really love it.
And you know what, too, is if you are maybe a little pickier eater.
Yeah.
You know if they're going to have something in there that you're going to want. Because, I mean, you don't want to go in, sit down, look at the menu, and say, you know what, I don't like it. Bye.
Yeah.
You feel awkward.
Down on the cruise says, how does the company know that the person is from overseas? How can they police this? This is nuts. Yeah, it is, and it is very complicated. It's like I said, it's just a different angle you have to keep in consideration when you deal with international travel. And I think that because of its international nature, a lot of the times businesses see an opportunity to mislead customers. And that's how you get amounts that are to be paid that as a traveler you think need to be paid, and then you end up with something way more. Mm-hmm. Down on the cruises then says Malcolm needs to add a Guinness to the tea and sleep it off. There's a suggestion for you, Malcolm.
Could I add anything to the Guinness?
Rafael says Spain has a lot of menu of the day outside as well. Rafael, I think it is quite common practice in Europe. They do that in France, they do it in Spain, in Germany, even in the Netherlands they do that.
A lot of times, too, they'll have a chalkboard outside with the menu of the day.
Yeah.
Places that don't have like a big full standard menu, that they have certain things and it changes every single day.
But in France, what you pay may very well depend on how you order.
We've heard this.
Yeah.
Certain places, if you're very polite, it doesn't cost as much.
No, exactly. Malcolm says that in Victoria Market in Melbourne, Australia, quotes prices on the buyer's accent. Whoa. Okay, that would never fly in the United States.
Oh my goodness. You know what? Everywhere you go, though, there's a lot of places. Anytime I hate to say this, but it is everywhere. When you go to a tourist location and you're dealing with vendors rather than shops, like in markets, they all do that to some degree.
Oh, I'm sure.
And I don't care if you're in Melbourne, if you're in New York, if you're in Europe somewhere. It happens. And there are countries that are about bartering too. Yeah. And if you take the first price, it's going to be way higher.
Yeah. I see Lucy is taking off. Guys, had a great time, but I'm calling it tonight. Have a great weekend. Oh, thanks so much for coming, Lucy. Awesome that we had you with us once again in our live stream.
It's always good to see you.
Absolutely. So we'll see you next time. You sleep well. Okay, let's see. Megan here. Malcolm laughing out loud. I may have been a victim when I was in Melbourne. Ilana, you need to be able to understand the stallholder's accent to begin with. Oh boy.
Ooh.
Rafael, then, don't forget the Bailey's.
I know, I don't want to talk about it.
Oh, I know, yeah.
No, I just, like I said, I mean, in May, I think we're going to be okay to sail, but Like I said, I don't want to pay that final deposit and then have them cancel and have that much money tied up.
Yeah, that's we don't see it improving, and even if it is going to improve, that means we get to be among the first ones to go on a cruise again, and we really don't like the idea of it. So we are reconsidering our options here, and even though the cruise may not go through, it doesn't mean that we cannot travel. We still can, and we will. It's just going to be a different trip.
Yeah.
But I'm definitely not giving up on traveling.
No.
Let's see here. No one at the Victoria Market is Australian born, Malcolm. Megan says, so true, Kim, especially if you look or sound too American, you may pay way too much. Yeah. Well, I would imagine that these vendors, they know how to barter. They know the nature of Americans and their tipping and generosity for sure. So yeah, no doubt they're going to try to benefit.
No, it's May 2021.
Malcolm, curdled Baileys, yum. Yes.
Will you stop it, Malcolm?
Yes. Kimberly is going to try that out.
No.
Curdled Baileys.
That's just gross.
Curdled Baileys.
I'm gonna smack you really hard.
I just like watching you make that face. Curdled Baileys.
Wait till you see how much cheese is in your food tomorrow.
That's just funny. All right. So it looks like we are all caught up here on the comments. I think it is. You can throw in a question. What do you say?
I don't want to know anything.
You don't want to know anything?
No. I have no questions.
I think you're lying.
I have none.
You are lying.
Nope. I have no questions.
All right. So let's see here. You go ahead. You pick your first question.
Okay. Let me see. Okay, with all this talk about Mexico, okay, and we have been talking a lot about Mexico. Who would do an all-inclusive in Mexico, say, next month? I'm curious. Who would be up to go? That is one of my questions.
I think a lot of people are still going to be kind of holding off the boat with traveling at all this year, but that's just a prediction.
With the CDC extending the ban on cruising, okay, would you be comfortable? Would you all be comfortable going in October? I want to know that too.
You got lipstick above your upper lip there. There you go.
Thank
there.
you.
Yep. All right. In the meantime, I see some comments coming in here. Malcolm with the fun fact here: the largest Icelandic banknote is 10,000 Icelandic crowns. Wow, that's something. Rafael says, "Is that going to be part of the beer special, Neil? It will go viral."
What?
Yeah, no doubt.
What?
With the shoey.
Oh no, I don't think it's a shoey thing.
No.
Why would I don't know.
Rafael, what were you referring to here?
What are we talking about?
Megan says y'all can definitely still travel, but I would hard pass off the 1,500 for a long weekend to do the Poconos.
Yeah, that wasn't even a weekend. That was through the week.
Yeah.
That was Monday. That was Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Don on the cruise says, Kimberly, I think you're being optimistic. No ships are leaving Australia until 2025.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah. I'll do it tomorrow. Oh gee. Darian would be up for an all-inclusive in Mexico. Yeah. Well, it feels like it will be 2025. Yeah, I know what you're saying there. Ravel says, I'm comfortable going on the cruise now. Okay. For October as well. So Darian is open to different months here. Chris says, we have a cruise October 24th. I'd still go. Okay.
See, that's the one we're supposed to be on too, I think.
Yeah.
I think we're on the same one, and we're not going to do it.
Yeah, we just don't see it happening.
No, and like
we would love to go, but it's, yeah, to have that much money up in the air and maybe not be seeing it back for months, it's not something we can really permit ourselves. Rafael says, no, Neil, Guinness with Baileys. Viral video for sure. Guinness with Baileys.
No.
See, I would sooner do that than a shoey.
Yeah.
Yeah. Megan says, I would be open, would have to look at the safety protocols of the resort. At this point, I feel like Cancun is looking much better than most US destinations.
See, that's what I'm thinking, Megan. That's what I'm thinking.
Yeah. JNN Travels is in the house. John, welcome in, my friend. Good to see you in here in this Night Owl edition. They say better late than never to travel and tour. And there's the froggy face again. Always good to see that. I would do an island tomorrow if I didn't have to quarantine for work when I got home. Yeah, there is that.
Yeah, see, I've talked to people coming back, unless your specific job requires you to. Nobody's quarantining when they get back either.
Well, there you go. That's what Ilana said. Do you need to quarantine
No.
2 weeks at both ends?
No, you can go to Mexico. There's no quarantine when you get there, and there's not one when you get home.
But they take like your temperature, right?
Yeah, but you don't have to stay 2 weeks in a room in Mexico, and then no.
Well, you know what? Let's ask Chris that. Chris, whenever you entered Mexico, what were the safety measures taken as you experienced?
It was a questionnaire and a temperature.
Is that what you experienced? That you had like a questionnaire you needed to fill out and that your temperature was taken? Let's see, I see some warm greetings here for John from JNN Travels. That is fantastic to see. Awesome, awesome. Malcolm says that he has done both the Guinness and Baileys and the Shui. I'll take the G&B. Oh. Wow. You go, Malcolm. No. So which would you sooner do, Malcolm, given the fact that you've tried them both?
No. He said he'll take the Guinness and the Bailey.
Megan is clarifying to Ilana that the quarantine in the US is state dependent. Oh, I can see that. The thing is, though, you cannot really have something like this being state dependent because there always takes travel place between states. And look who is in the house from the United Kingdom. He who never sleeps, Mr. Joker UK Gaming. Welcome in, my friend. Glad to have you with us once again.
You stopped by one of his lives, huh?
Yeah, a while back I did. Yeah, we had a nice little chit-chat. It was cool. Get to talk to him a little bit. For once, the roles were reversed. Yeah. I was attending his live stream instead of the other way around. So, Mr. Joker, what's going on? Any plans for the weekend? Maybe a new game you're going to try? Chris says that his experience was he just had temperature scans done and about 4 to 5 questions. Okay. Oh, that's really not all that bad. Down on the cruise is saying we need to quarantine if I go to the next state here. Yeah, I have seen some things about that, and that doesn't look pretty at all. But I don't know. Needed perhaps? Hard to say. Darian is saying, Jonas saying for my trip to Germany, I would have been flying back from Munich if the travel ban wasn't going on. Yeah, I know, right? I know. Yeah, that's what I'm saying, Darian. That is why it is like really important right now to focus on what can we do. Put all the things we cannot do, or we may even have to cancel or postpone. You know, I rather use the word postpone. Set it aside for now and just look at what can we do. And that is how we end up talking today about going to Mexico or maybe do some traveling within your own state. I mean, I still don't rule out that we're going to find something here in Pennsylvania.
Oh, yeah.
And we still have, if all else fails, we still have the Lancaster area.
Country, yeah.
That we're going to do with MGM and Dave and Brandy's excursions. We wanted to join on that. Malcolm says that he did a Guinness out of the Shui on Down Under's live last weekend. Oh, wow.
Y'all got to stop drinking out of your shoes.
No, you don't like the idea of that?
No.
Darian says, however, I'm still holding on to my ears for my September Germany trip. My family and I are still traveling stateside in the meantime. Very good. Yeah, that's exactly the way to go about it, Darian. Absolutely. Megan says that some states in the US are requiring 14-day quarantines when you return if you visit other states that have high positive rates / cases. I don't think any states require quarantine when returning from Mexico.
They get more upset if you go to Florida.
Probably. With good reason. Let's face it, with good reason.
I know, but it's all just sad.
Yeah. So let's see here. I see some current local times being exchanged here. This is how you can tell that we are a very international
Yeah,
live
what
stream.
time is
I
it?
like that. Yep. Megan says, so another reason why Mexico is looking better and better each day. Yeah, it truly is. And I think at this point, Mexico is starting to realize that, hey, you know what? Maybe this doesn't necessarily have to entirely kill off our tourism industry.
Yeah,
And how can you blame them for that? Malcolm is not familiar with the word Jonasing.
jonesing. It's called jonesing.
Oh, Jonasing.
No, Jones.
Just like omelette. Ow! Why did you elbow me? That's not even.
Ugh.
Papa Mozo, did you see that?
Well, he does that
Where's
all the
Papa
time.
Mozo?
He'll keep saying it to me. I'll say it, well, it's supposed to be. Then he'll say it, and he's just goofing with me.
Papa Mozo, she struck me again. Down Under Cruises, they realize that every shoey makes money. It is only done for a good
Yes,
cause. Yeah,
I know that.
that is very true. Rafael in Oklahoma, it is 12:10 a.m. right now.
But anyway, jonesing means that he really, really wants it.
Yeah. I'm not sure
Craving it.
I'm not sure if I have heard that word before either.
Yeah, it's craving something.
Okay. So
Like an addiction.
if I'm Jonasing your food,
Jonesing.
then I'm really looking forward to having your food.
No, it's more like if you were really addicted to something, like alcohol, and you were addicted to it, you'd be jonesing for a drink.
So I am Jonasing for your food.
I'm going to hit him in the head. I'm going to hit him really hard, and you're all going to be a witness.
Good.
It's going to happen.
It's going to make for a strong case for me. And you remember, I may still have a pamphlet somewhere.
Yes.
A craving, yeah.
Yeah.
There you go. Yeah. What are you craving, Neil? A shoey? No, Raphael. I leave that up to you, who is a specialist at that in the meantime. I think you've grown quite used to it, if anything. Heck, I think you've been drinking more from a shoe than from a glass, my friend. All right. Let's see what. You know what? Speaking of all this language, and we do have several people from different parts of the world. What is a word that you don't think translates well to maybe a different region of the world? That is exclusive to your region.
Yeah.
So we have just seen jonesing, which is like a craving, a strong craving.
I know one for Pennsylvania.
All right.
Caddy corner.
Yeah, no one. I don't think anyone.
Do you know what that means? Caddy corner.
I'm very curious if anyone knows that.
There's a caddy corner and right up your house. What does right up mean?
I'm curious if we're going to get any good guesses here.
Yeah.
So Down Under Cruises says Uckleys.
And none.
Uckleys and none. Yeah, I've absolutely no clue what that.
Nope.
Oh, Buckleys and none. Okay. Does that mean something like not at all or none whatsoever? Maybe something along those lines. Malcolm says another Iceland fun fact: 8,099 miles of roading.
Wow.
That's a lot. If you keep in consideration that Ireland is not exactly that big. Oh, Megan has heard of it.
Yeah, it's
very good, Megan.
Very good.
Yeah.
What about red up? Well, you know what that means, Megan?
Oh, Raphael knew that too. Caddy corner. Maybe it was a little bit more common than you realized.
Or maybe as Pennsylvanians have been more places.
Chris says cattywampus.
Cattywampus.
What does that mean?
I know what that means. Do you know what it means?
No, I'm foreign.
See if anybody else knows what it means. I know what it means.
Anyone know what cattywampus means? Wampus.
You got to pronounce it properly.
No chance is what it means.
Oh, okay.
So Buckleys and none means no chance. Okay, nice. For your word, thong.
Now, okay. Now, in English in America, a thong can be a pair of underpants. You know what kind of underpants, or it can be a shoe. Now, we call them flip-flops now, but they used to call them thongs.
There you go. Ramblin' Rebels in the house. Welcome in, welcome in. Please let us know where you are from. We're just discussing some different words from each other's regions in here. So if you have anything to add to that, please do let us know. This is a very interactive live stream, so much rather than just sitting here rambling off stories, we like to have a conversation with you. Was taken. Oh, that is not good. Starting all over.
She's from.
Yeah.
You know.
Wow.
Unbelievable.
Well, we appreciate that you came back to us,
yes.
Even though that's under a different name. I mean, ultimately, it's all about the person behind the name.
Yes.
So thank you so much for coming back, and we're very sorry to hear that this happened to you. I'm fixing to leave is a saying out there where Raphael lives. Fixing to leave. So getting ready to leave, I would imagine that means. Billabong, what does that mean? Footpath is pavement. You know what, Ilana? That is actually quite similar to Dutch. Because in Dutch the word is footpath, which means pedestrian path, basically. Well, literally translated footpath as well, but it indicates a pedestrian, a sidewalk, basically. Shoe thing here is jandal. Underwear is thong or a G-string. Oh, okay. Darian says, I hope that you don't drink beer from a thong, Raphael. It would be pretty messy. Yes, it would be. Chris says, socks, the clothing was nicknamed from flip-flops. Oh, okay. So kind of like a hybrid then between the words.
Thongs. No, thongs. He forgot the N. Was a nickname from flip-flops. Really?
Oh, wow. That's interesting.
What they called the underpants. So you're saying the flip-flops came first and then the underpants called thongs?
Raphael saying that we were right about getting ready to leave. Remember, Raphael, then to top it off, I hit my account and I can't get it back yet. I'm so sorry. Don on the cruise is saying Billabong is a stream or a pond. Whoa, I would never have guessed that one. No. So Billabong is a stream or a pond in Australian English. Wow. What time's the off? Not sure, Malcolm. Raphael says get to the hidey hole. I have no clue what that is either. Catawempus, the definition of catawempus is awry. An example of something catawempus is a situation that's gone completely. Oh, okay.
Bedlam.
See, I was kind of guesstimating it would mean something like a disaster of sorts. It was a total catawempus, something like that. Well, that's what I initially thought. Ilana says that the boot of the car is the trunk. Okay. I
think that's England too.
Huh. Wow.
I'm not sure. Anybody? Mr. Joker, do you call it a boot of the car in England for the trunk?
Or Exploring Stranger Things UK if you're still in there. Darian says that's why I meant what I meant by thongs, flip-flops. Yeah, there you go. Well, the word in the Netherlands that they use is called teen slippers, which literally translates to toe slippers.
Well, what do they call the underpants that are a thong in Dutch?
String.
Well, that's a G-string and a thong are different in English.
I'm sure. I only know the really thin underwear, that's like a string. Malcolm says, what time's the off is what time are we going? Oh, okay. What time is the off? Okay, as in what time is the take off? Yeah. That's probably what it is, abbreviation for. Chuck a sickie. Is that chuck a drink? Hidey hole is where we hide when a tornado comes. Oh boy, yeah, I'm sure. Goodness. I'm sure that is very much an Oklahoma term. Megan says, reckon is a word typically only used in the South in the US, as in I reckon. Correct me if I'm wrong, Australia, New Zealand, but isn't that word common in your countries? I've heard of reckon. Yeah,
I reckon. I'm pretty sure.
Yes, exactly. Yeah, I have heard of that word. Boot to us. Okay. So not necessarily boot of the trunk, but yeah, Raphael says boot is trunk in England. Okay. Chris says people jokingly called that underwear thongs because it looks like they are wearing flip-flops.
On their bum.
That is funny. That is really funny.
Flip-flops on your bum.
Ilana just
I reckon.
using the word right there. Kai is a dog, Malcolm? I don't know. Ilana says take a sick day off work. Oh,
that's
wow.
we're
Yeah.
chucking a sickie or whatever it was.
Whoa. Yeah, I would not have guessed that one either. Yeah. I reckon you would be right. Yes, yes. Reckon very common in countries originally settled by the Brits. Okay. She'll be right. Yeah. Those kids are honeyocks?
I don't know what that is. I have no idea.
Drawing a blank here, Malcolm, Raphael.
No one answered what does red up mean.
Yeah, that's right. I haven't seen any answers there. Yeah, I would have no clue. Malcolm saying that Kai is food like in the place Kaikoura. Oh, okay. All right. Howdy, folks. Yeah.
Hello.
Verna throwing in some love here. Thank you so much for that. Rafael saying those kids are trouble.
Oh, okay. That's what that
Ah, okay. Ankle biters.
That's a little yappy dog or small children.
But maybe it can also mean a person who is very determined into accomplishing something, because again in Dutch there is a word called kuitenbijten. Don't even try to spell that out. But that is a word for someone who really basically puts his teeth into something and goes for his goal. Margaret says, I use reckon, the southern saying, well, aren't you sweet? Which does not mean that. Knee high to a Boweevil, etc. My mom's people were from Oklahoma and Texas, so we have lots of southern sayings. Yeah, I would imagine. Yeah. On the coast. Oh, okay. Wow.
I don't know which one that was.
Just up the street is right up. Okay, I could understand that one. Small children, ankle biters. All right.
Yeah, we'll say it here too for little tiny yappy dogs. Or yappy dogs, no little barky dogs.
Ramblin' Rebel saying, sugar, honey, iced tea. What better way to sweeten the sour than with a classic southern libation? Yelling out this humorous backronym for might just tame the anger a bit. Yeah.
There you go.
Nice. That's like bless your heart. Sounds great, but those words can be used as a weapon.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, oh, I'm sure.
But yeah, when a southern lady says, well, oh, bless your heart. It basically means something not so nice.
I'm sure. Malcolm, if someone says in New Zealand they are going to the coast, it's the west coast of the South Island. It is like nowhere else has a coast. Wow, really? That is interesting. I love little facts like that.
Yeah.
That's great. I think it's awesome how some of these typical words, like this regional dialect, very much can be specifically pertaining to more like a geographic area. Margaret saying it is a way of calling someone clueless and not too bright usually. Yeah. Yeah, the aren't you sweet thing. Yeah.
Aren't you sweet? Bless your heart.
Just like aren't you pretty, something like that. Isn't that used too here?
Yeah, it's kind of like a mean girl thing to do. I think that might be up north. That, somebody that really says something and they're not quite, and you go, oh, aren't you pretty?
Yeah. Well, that question certainly is making for some interesting conversation here. Margaret's saying, I don't use it often, though. I try to stay positive.
Yeah, we all do.
That's a good way to be, Margaret. Absolutely. Yeah. Malcolm says, if you say East Coast, it is the East Coast of the North Island. It is like there is no East Coast on the South Island. Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Oh, my gosh.
That is so bizarre, Malcolm. That's interesting.
So, how long are we doing our live stream for tonight?
I'm not exactly sure. I think we still have 20 people. We can go a little longer.
Okay.
Throw in another question.
No, I don't have any more.
You're lying. Okay, you're holding it upside down.
I don't have glasses on. It doesn't
You're
make a
gonna read
difference.
your own hieroglyphs upside down.
Yes, with no glasses.
That's the most brilliant idea I've seen
Ooh.
tonight.
I have a question.
Okay.
Are there, it's a food question, because food questions are always the best.
There you go.
Are there certain foods that you only eat at certain times of the year, whether it's seasons or holidays? Like, is there a certain food that you go, you know what, I only eat ham at Christmas, or I only eat chili in the middle of winter?
I know we're going to get a lot of response to this question. I just know that.
You know, there were a lot of things.
Knowing our fellow travelers,
Yeah.
there's something coming.
There were a lot of things growing up that we just ate at holidays. One of them being we only ate sweet potatoes, believe it or not, at Thanksgiving. My family growing up, sweet potatoes was only Thanksgiving, and we'd wait all year, being all excited to have sweet potatoes. And you know, you can have them year round, and we do now, because I make sweet potatoes probably at least a few times a month.
There you go. Yeah. So let's see here. I see some more comments coming in. Down on the cruises, Sean saying here, language is a very interesting topic. An example, New Zealand is our seventh state. Oy, oy, oy. I'm sure Malcolm has a few spare words about that one. Eggnog.
You know what? I'm very glad that eggnog only comes out at Christmas. The reason is I absolutely adore it. And it is one of the densest things of calories that there is on the planet.
Yeah, and probably cholesterol too.
And if it was available year round, I'd be dead.
Yeah, oh, no doubt.
So it's good I can only get it at Christmas.
Yeah, I don't drink eggnog.
And I like the one from the grocery store that doesn't have alcohol in it.
Yeah.
And I do like the one from the state store that does have alcohol in it too. That's good too.
Yeah. So eggnog, in response to the question we asked about if there are any foods or beverages you only have in certain times of the year. So Ilana says matzah at Passover.
Yeah, matzah. Mm-hmm.
Okay.
You know what I like?
Is that matzo ball soup or?
I don't know, but I like matzo ball soup. That's what I was going to say. I love matzo ball soup. I like matzo ball soup and cheese blintzes.
Megan, how about that? You are so much prettier without your mask. Let me see that beautiful smile. Again, not trying to political it. Holy cow, Megan.
Megan's on a roll tonight.
You are. Rafael saying to run in Spain Christmas time or marzipan.
Oh my God.
Yeah, I'm sure. Yeah, marzipan. That's something you typically have with Christmas. You get it at the Aldi here.
Okay, I love it. I love it, and I love it so much.
It became a food group for you.
It did. Yeah, that's me at Christmas. The chocolate covered marzipan candy bars and eggnog.
Yeah, there you go. Eric B is in the house. Hey,
hi,
welcome in, Eric. Good to see you in here once again, my friend. I see you already picked up on the conversation
You
we're
like
having
eggnog
here.
too?
If you just stopped by, we're discussing some foods and drinks here that you typically only drink a certain time of the year.
Or eat.
Yeah.
Like if it's just like chili in the winter or eggnog at Christmas or things like that.
Malcolm says he eats oysters only in oyster catching season, which is June through September.
Well, I guess that makes sense because they're fresh.
Exactly, yeah. Megan agrees with Malcolm that it's a good rule for oysters. Malcolm then saying that Australia is New Zealand's West Island and one day we will teach them to walk upright.
Oh my God, Malcolm.
I told you he was going to have some spare words.
Poking.
I knew that was coming. Chris says you can even get eggnog ice cream. Holy moly.
Because it needs to have a few more calories.
So there's calories mixed with calories
I
and
love
then
it.
covered in
I
calories.
love it. Now I want eggnog.
Kaiserberger is what Ramblin' Rebel has certain times of the year. Oh, I'm not familiar with what it is. Do you?
No, or is that a word we should know that we might not know? I don't know what that is, honey.
Ramblin' Rebel is that?
Tell us what that means.
Yeah, tell us what this pertains. Was this still like a word from your region, or is this like one of the foods that we asked about? Nick is saying green beer on March 17th. St. Patrick's Day.
Beer.
Yeah. Yes, me too, Kim.
Matzo ball soup and cheese blintzes.
There you go. Let's see. Chris saying sausage ball at Thanksgiving and Christmas.
Sausage balls.
I can tell you this. I very much like glühwein, like the warm spiced wine, but only when it is really cold.
And you know what? You won't eat soup in the summer.
No, not usually. Although I did have stew tonight. But
yeah, but I'll eat soup year round.
No, soup is a winter food for me.
Oh, I'll eat soup and salad in the middle of summer.
Yeah. So it appears that Megan has checked out Eric's video here. That's awesome. Raphael to Megan, well, I don't see you smile. You have no picture on your channel. Ramblin' Rebel saying, bless your heart, you're dumb, homely, or otherwise impaired, but you can't help it. Okay.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, that's a good way to describe that.
That term. Yeah, that's a good way to put it.
Malcolm is asking what eggnog is. Well?
Eggnog is deliciousness.
Oh, okay.
It is basically egg, heavy cream, and spices, I believe.
It's foul, Malcolm. It's nothing you want to drink.
You need to look up a recipe. You can make it homemade, but if you make it homemade, then it's not pasteurized. And they say it's not quite safe. But my friend who has chicken says if you use fresh eggs, you're fine.
Ilana says, watch it, Malcolm. Sean showed his black belt today. Ooh. Kaiser Bedela. Okay, that is... oh, okay, a beggar. So Kaiser means a beggar? That's interesting because Kaiser is the German word for emperor. Bedelaar is the Dutch word for beggar. Interesting. Rachel's saying, I'm still here. I'm bagging up pizza from dinner. There you go. Yeah, make sure you don't throw that away. Eric's saying, eggnog is great, but it's very heavy on the stomach. I can't drink as much as I like. I'm sure.
I know it doesn't agree with me quite so well as it used to either.
Malcolm aiming back at the lawn, I bet he is not to use it off the mat. I used to wrestle. I know the rules.
Ooh.
So we have a black belt and a wrestler from the land down under and the land of the Kiwis. Oh boy. Darian is having a conversation here with Eric B. That's always good to see some mingling going on among our fellow travelers. Megan is agreeing with me, meanwhile. Totally agree. Glühwein is only for Christmas markets. There you go. Darian is getting nostalgic, it seems like. Glühwein. Yes, I know, right?
You know, it is better when you're freezing your butt off.
Oh, it's so good, then. It's the most warming drink there is on a very, very cold day. Gets everything done that hot chocolate can. Margaret says, great question. I never really thought about it before. The only thing I can think of is I tend to only eat peppermint in things during the Christmas holiday and potato salad only in the summer. Really? Wow.
No, I like peppermint.
I would eat potato salad year round.
Yeah, I do too.
As for peppermint, I'm not big in peppermint. I eat it. I actually kind of like it. It's just that it's not something I usually go
actually,
for.
the tea I have tonight is peppermint tea.
There you go.
And you know what? I like peppermint patties.
Yep. That is more you than me, though, peppermint patties. Raphael, have you noticed that in Europe we do not put the eggs in the fridge like we do here?
It's because they're washed here.
There's the explanation for that. Malcolm says you need it past your eyes.
Malcolm.
Nice, Malcolm. I like to play on words. Why are you beating me?
For Malcolm.
Why?
Because he ain't here for me to hit him.
So you hit me?
Yes.
That's not fair.
I think it is.
I'm having all these witnesses.
Yes.
Margaret is saying, is describing eggnog, milk, cream, sugar, with egg whites, egg yolks, clove, cinnamon, and nutmeg. I hate it, but my dad loves it, so I make it for him. There you go. Ramblin' Rebel says, our if in Kansas, shucky darn. This expression is used to exclaim all wonder, frustration, or anything in between. Wow.
There you go.
Shucky darn. I kind of like that. It has a ring to it. And they say, I only eat lefse at Christmas. What is that?
I don't know.
Tell us what it is. Malcolm then with an update as to the countries that have been represented in our Night Owl edition tonight so far. We have had Australia, England, Mexico, Philippines, New Zealand, and the United States, for a total of 6 countries so far. That's not bad. Ilana says Christmas lunch in the hot sun, prawns and lobster is traditional here.
Oh, that sounds good.
Really? Yeah, that sounds like your cup of tea. So, yeah, I suppose, yeah, I never thought of that, but yes, you guys have Christmas when it is searing hot out there. And then prawns and lobster, yeah, so you get some different foods to go with that. I never thought of that, but yeah, that makes sense now.
It's not snowing everywhere at Christmas.
No, it isn't. And meanwhile, it is so associated with snow.
I know, and it's...
Yeah. What do you mean with the wash?
What do you mean?
About the eggs. Remember?
Oh, I heard that if they wash eggs after after the chicken has laid them, like they spray them and clean them and everything, then they have to be refrigerated because it takes some type of coating off of them. Where if they come right from the chicken and they put them in the crates without washing them, then they can stay out longer. It's a cultural thing.
Malcolm says, thanks, Neil, you took one for me. Yeah, you bet I did. You owe me one now, Malcolm. Darian says, Neil, if you ever tried my mother's potato salad, you would cry in happiness. Yeah, somehow that you might be right, Darian. I mean, I do like my potato salad, that's for sure. Let's see here. Malcolm then with Christmas lunch lamb ham piece still in pot, cold beer. There you go. Yeah, it's got to be cold beer. That's right.
Emily, you're still here, honey.
Emily says, I'm sorry to leave so soon. I'm beginning to get sleep, so I will have to go to bed. Good night, everyone. Hey, good night, Emily. We were quite surprised, actually, like you saw Kimberly just now, that you were still here even. So thanks so much for stopping by, and we'll see you around. So New Zealand snowman is made at the beach, asks Raphael. I think the New Zealand snowman is actually the New Zealand sandman. It would have to be. Because around that time of the year, I don't think there's much snow anywhere in New Zealand. Although they do have some mountains there.
Do you get snow, Malcolm?
Malcolm, is there any area in New Zealand that gets snow? And,
I don't know.
Are there any places at all that have snow year round?
I want to thank you, Malcolm. I've learned more about New Zealand since I've met you than
I know.
It's been amazing.
Absolutely. Hey, I see Chad Williams is in the house. Hello from Whistler, British Columbia. Welcome in, Chad. Nice to have you in here tonight. Just to give you a quick update on what we're discussing here. It's all about foods you typically, or beverages, only eat or drink a certain time of the year. So if there's anything you wish to add in the conversation, please do so. You may already know, or you may not know, that this is a very interactive live stream.
Yeah.
So we like to have a conversation with everyone in here rather than just ramble off stories.
It's mostly about travel.
Yeah, mostly travel, but
food.
Good travelers are good foodies, so food and drink is absolutely part of this too. Down Under Cruises says that Mount Cook has snow. I'm assuming that is year-round snow then, Down Under Cruises. Ilana says we have ski resorts here. That's awesome. Nice. So that would be Australia then.
Yeah.
So Australia has ski resorts.
I didn't know that either.
No. I always somehow associate Australia with heat. Yeah. But they must have some mountains out there that are getting cold enough to get snow. Megan says Malcolm is a walking encyclopedia for New Zealand. Yeah. I don't think just for New Zealand, Megan. I think in general Malcolm has quite a library between the ears going on. Raphael says, do you mean jet ski, Ilana? Yeah. Malcolm says, snow in the mountains, hour and a half from me, but only snows about once every 5 to 15 years in the city.
Okay.
Yeah. Ilana, then we have the snowy mountains, great resorts in the winter. Nice. You know, that would be kind of cool to go skiing in Australia.
Yeah.
That'd be really awesome.
That'd be kind of fun because then you go, oh, we went to Australia on vacation, or what did you do? We went skiing.
Yeah, meanwhile, everyone is expecting that you
Yeah.
did something like, I don't know, maybe beach-wise or
Yeah.
something that involves heat.
Yeah, and you said, we went skiing, and they'd be like, huh?
Chased by a shark.
Yeah.
So let's see what else is coming in here. I see Eric B is right away
Yeah.
getting into a conversation with Chad. That's
He
awesome.
likes Canada.
Yeah. Nice, nice. You know, I really like how fellow travelers in our live stream greet people when they come in.
Yes, and make everybody feel welcome.
Yeah, I've attended live streams. I'm not gonna mention any names. Doesn't matter anyways.
No.
But and I would be in there and try to pick up a conversation, and no one is just responding. And meanwhile, there's a nice amount of people in there. It's like, really? So yeah, those are the live streams I've been known to leave pretty quickly.
Yeah, so we do appreciate everybody that's in here. When somebody new comes in,
Absolutely.
y'all welcome everybody.
Absolutely. Keep up
Makes
the good
us
work.
a nice group, I think.
Yeah, yeah. So what else am I seeing here? Malcolm says that we have the Canterbury Plains between Christchurch and the Southern Alps. All right. So that's more of a flat area then, right? Rafael, so ski in Australia, you go uphill? Rafael.
His gifts are on really rare form.
That's great. I like it. Hey, Rafael, you better watch it, or Kimberly is going to make me take one for you as well, just like she did for Malcolm. Malcolm says Aussies come to New Zealand to ski mostly. Oh, wow. Rafael, we ski upside down. Eric says Australia has been at the top of my bucket list for so long. I think for many travelers it has, Eric. I mean, it is truly a country that speaks to the imagination that you mostly only hear about, and you see perhaps like videos or something, and it's like, oh, that would be great. But yeah, I don't think a whole lot of people from like the United States and Canada and Europe really end up going there to really do some exploring. Malcolm says it all comes down. Comes from down to the host as to how well a chat works. Well, I appreciate that compliment.
But thank you. But a lot of it has to do with all of you too.
Absolutely, yeah.
He's going to sleep.
Chris says I have fallen asleep 3 times. Better go before I sleep, chat.
You have fun. You have a drink or two for me and Neil tomorrow.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. Hey, Chris, thank you so much for being with us tonight.
Yes.
For all
being our man on the ground.
Yeah, exactly. For all the answers you've given us regarding the situation in Mexico. Very much appreciated. So thank you so much, and you take your rest, man.
Yeah.
Take care. Rafael says, yeah, conversation in this live stream is one of the best. By the way, I will be in the Daydream About Nice Things morning live stream. Oh, okay. All right. Oh yeah, I'm familiar with Daydream About Nice Things. He actually stopped in here a while back, like early on in this live stream. Yeah, he's a nice guy.
Very nice.
Yeah, from the RV community. Yeah. Margaret is agreeing with Malcolm. Yes, definitely the host and also the size of the live stream. When there are 400 to 500 people watching a live, it's got to be impossible for people to keep up.
That's why I said, you know, even like in the bigger live streams, it's nice that then people are talking to each other. And if you can have, I mean, even if the host can't get to everybody, if you have good mods that are welcoming people, and the kind of people that seek out conversation in the chat, that makes a big difference too.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, me and Kimberly have talked about that and said, you know what, once we get to that point that we have that many people, I think we're still a far cry away from that.
Yeah.
It's nothing we have to worry about in the short run. But once we do get there, how the heck are we going to manage that? And we have yet to come up with an answer, really.
Yeah, a lot's going to have to do with is having excellent mods.
Yeah, absolutely. Ramblin' Rebel seems to be taking off as
Good
well.
night.
Hey, thank you so much for stopping by despite all the troubles you're having with your account. We really appreciate you stopping by. And as always, we've enjoyed your company. So thank you so much. Darian says that he loves to ski the Zugspitze in Garmisch, Germany. Yes. Yes. That. When did I do that? I skied in southern Germany. I don't think it was quite the Zugspitze, but it was in southern Germany, like in Munich, well, a little further south from Munich, but towards the Austrian border, I think it was. I loved it there. It's gorgeous. And
Is that where you got me the T-shirt with the cow?
yes, it was. Yeah, it actually was. Well, in that general vicinity. Malcolm says there are at least 10 large ski slopes or areas in South Island. Wow, that many, Malcolm. I never saw that coming. We are learning a lot about New Zealand, that is for sure. Let's see. Looks like Malcolm is opening a cold one for Eric. Nice. Rafael says, I was in a live stream today with 1,500 people. Wow, amazing.
Oh my God.
Rafael, that must just not have been fun. I cannot imagine it being fun.
Maybe they did a good, I don't know.
I mean, how do you even manage that if you have everyone chatting at the same time? I really can't possibly imagine. Malcolm, then as a mod, I can assess people by their reply when I say hi to them. Ooh, there you go. Malcolm studying the guests that are coming in. Nice. Well, hey, Malcolm, there's a reason we made you mod, you know. All right. So it looks like we are all caught up on the comments.
Yes.
That is good. What do you think, Kimberly? One more question?
Okay. Let me see.
One more, and then we're going to start wrapping it up.
Yeah, I think so.
Finding anything good in there? I mean, you wrote it.
Oh, here's one.
There you go.
Best roller coaster you've ever been on?
I haven't been on that many because I don't care too much for them.
Are you afraid of roller coasters?
I'm not afraid of them. I just don't like them.
Would you go on with the loops and loops and loops and loops?
No, because I don't like it.
But you're not afraid of it.
It is not a fear. It's just a dislike. There's a difference. So looks like Sean is imagining what that must have been like, that live stream that Rafael attended with 1,500 people, and then the chat must have been flying by. Yeah, see, when the chat flies by to such a level that I can simply not keep up anymore, no thank you. That is not fun. And particularly not for the way we do our live streams. We need some time in between to read comments, to point them out, have a little chit-chat about them. I think if we get to triple digits, we're going to start struggling. I know we will.
Oh, this is funny.
Also, if you don't have a photo, I'm suspicious.
Megan, he's suspicious of you.
Darian complimenting Malcolm. You're doing a great job.
He does do a good job.
Yes, that is for sure.
Yeah, and so does Raphael.
We're very proud of our moderators here.
And Danny, of course.
Yeah, Danny Griswold, if he's still here, absolutely. So I'm curious. I'm not seeing too many.
Does a good job too.
Oh yeah, Sarah and Glenn, absolutely.
Sarah, it's always Sarah. There's Megan. You're suspicious.
Let's see. I see some more comments coming in here. Malcolm saying only ever been on one SeaWorld, Gold Coast, Australia, 1988. Hated it, never again. Yeah, there you go.
You don't do roller coasters.
There you go. Yeah. Now that makes two of us, Malcolm. I suggest if Kimberly ever is going to do a roller coaster, you and I will just crack open a beer somewhere.
Oh my gosh. It was a couple of years ago. And my mother, who wasn't in the best of health, got in her mind that she wanted to go to the amusement park. And she wanted to go to Kennywood. And it was Italian Day at Kennywood, okay? So I have Mom in the wheelchair. We're at Kennywood, and there was me and my kids and my mom, and he was working that day. And Mom wanted to ride roller coasters. Technically, there was no health reason why she couldn't ride the roller coasters. So we rode roller coasters, and I got my mom. I was pushing her up, would help her into the roller coaster. I would sit down beside her. And then what I was doing was I was doing this, put my arm around her so she didn't get hit, and hold on to her. And we rode roller coasters like that day. And I told her, I go, we're not doing anything with the loop.
Oh boy. Oh boy.
But we did. We were at Kennywood in Pennsylvania and Pittsburgh. So we did the racers. We did the jackrabbit that makes you jump. And we even did the Thunderbolt.
There you go. Well, I hope you had fun.
My mom, she seemed to, and I had her on the turtles and some other rides too.
No. And you know what? I don't like things that spin either. I really hate that.
I'll do a roller coaster before I'll do something that spins.
Oh no! Even the thought of it. No, I really hate that. Raphael says, "I love the Hulk in Universal Studios." By the way, Monday trivia will be about roller coasters put together by Tyler from the Tyler Show.
Oh my goodness!
There you go.
I knew that, Raphael. I was tying it in for your live stream.
Well, that might be something for you to watch. Darian, Neil and Kim, I absolutely love your live streams. You both are a match made in heaven. Keep up the good work. Holy moly, Darian, that is quite a compliment you're giving us here. Thank you so much for that. That is really one of the biggest compliments we ever had. That's awesome. Thank you. We're glad you're enjoying it here.
Megan.
Down under saying
suspicious.
Yes. Sean saying, I struggled today with 6 people. Well, hey, if you have 6 people, though, that are very, very chatty.
Yeah, it can be tough if you're trying to get everybody.
Yeah, for sure, yeah. Or you have the ones that write like 3-word comments like all the time, and then it causes the chat to really be like a slot machine.
Yeah, they text like a sister.
Yeah, yeah, that's right. Lindsay tends to do it.
Oh my God, it'll be like my phone is blowing up, like ding, 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 and I'll go, it must be Lindsay.
Margaret here about roller coasters. She says, I only like wimpy roller coasters. I cannot do anything that spins or loops. I will lose it instantly. I have inner ear issues.
Oh my goodness.
I get dizzy if I even spin around in my chair.
Yeah. Then you don't want to do that. That would be bad.
Stay far away from them.
You were on the Wild Mouse at Idlewild.
Yeah, I was not, I mean, okay, but it isn't like I really enjoy that. It's all right, but meh. Malcolm says, I've asked Megan twice for a photo.
I know. I would like to see a photo of Megan, too.
Oh, come on. Not everyone is comfortable with that.
Megan, are we friends on Facebook?
Kimberly, don't push it.
I'm not. I'm just asking if we are, because I don't know if we are.
Here's the thing. If people are not comfortable putting their pictures up, they shouldn't have to.
Okay, no. And keep in mind, too, not everybody has a picture of themselves on Facebook.
No, that is true.
That's what I'm saying, because I don't know if I can message her or not on Facebook. That's all.
Ilana, the roller coaster at Luna Park. Laughing out loud. Luna Park, is that where, in your area, Ilana? Raphael says, yeah, no picture is suspicious. Really, Raphael? So how about yourself?
Yeah.
I mean, I only see the Visos Travel logo there, but I'm not seeing the picture. Let's see. Danny is indeed still out there. He says to Raphael, better be some Silver Dollar City on there. There you go. Darian say Raphael and Danny do a great job as well for sure. Oh, yeah, absolutely. Yeah, we got a very nice team of moderators. That's for sure. Margaret says, I like wimpy ones like Big Thunder Mountain Railroad at Disneyland. I do like huge flame type rides though. Drops I can do.
Oh.
Wow.
I don't always like those. There was one at they used to have it at in Pittsburgh, and I mean they took you up really, really high, and then and it was always a different amount of time. So you never knew when the hell it was gonna drop you.
Yeah.
And it would just be like
Nick D is saying Kings Island in Ohio used to have a Top Gun themed coaster. Very smooth but short. Riding in a cab in Ecuador was the scariest ride, but not technically a coaster. That reminds me of our cab driver down in Florida.
Oh my God! It was
Remember
horrible.
this guy?
It was so horrible. Okay.
Whoa.
All over the world. Okay. Worst cab ride, Florida.
Yeah. I would agree with that. This guy, I don't know what his deal was, but
Okay, he was a terrible driver, and he was mean.
yeah, he was certainly not the nicest guy. I remember
No.
I tipped him very poorly to let him know that I didn't forget about the tip,
But
but then
it
I
was-
thought he really did a poor
I mean,
job. He was endangering us.
Yeah, I mean, there was more than one. Okay, let's be honest. Me going in a vehicle isn't too surprising, but when Neil does it,
Yeah, I'm really pretty good in cars, and
yeah,
I've driven on the autobahn
yeah. And
with an
he's
Audi
driven in-
Q5 Ford, and
you drove in Italy.
I've driven in Italy. But
Yeah.
this guy, I was not that comfortable with him behind the wheel.
No.
So Rafael's asking, Danny, you could help me with some questions. Only have 25. I think that is plenty,
That's a lot of
Rafael. That's a
questions.
lot of them. Let's see here. Megan to Malcolm, I do believe you went with no photo. Many lives back in the beginning of all
Yes,
these lives.
he did.
You caught him there, Megan.
Because he's suspicious.
Megan saying though, but I will get a photo up by next week.
Okay.
All right, awesome. Just don't feel obliged though, Megan.
No.
Again, if you're not comfortable,
Then you certainly do not have
No.
to.
looks like Danny is going to work something out with Rafael regarding the roller coaster trivia.
There's some interesting roller coaster trivia information about Kennywood Park.
Well, why don't you send him a question then?
Okay.
You can, I mean, I'm sure you can chip in too. Nick is saying, I also like the virtual coasters like Star Tours or the Back to the Future ride. Oh, you know what? That reminds me of, is that what it is? Like the small little cabin where you go in?
Maybe.
And it like moves and everything, but there's a big screen up front. Is that
I
what they
don't
call
know.
a virtual coaster? Because
Oh my
those I
God.
like. Those are fun.
At work, they had VR training. Okay,
Oh,
and we're
gosh.
talking with the goggle. They put the head thing on you, and then you have a handheld thing, and you like click on different things. And okay, so I'm in a swivelly chair, and I'm doing the training, and everybody who's done it has hated it. Okay, and I'm on it, and I did my virtual training for my position for loss asset protection. And then they're like, oh, well, do you want to do the one for the what is it? The shooter one. And
Oh, the active shooter scenario.
Shooter scenario. They're like, I'm like, yeah, I want to do it. And I did it, and it was like unbelievable because it's like you're right there, and there's and you're hiding behind a file cabinet, and you're interacting with people, and you have to turn your chair, and you're talking to other people, and you're clicking on things and all that. It was a lot of. I got excited. It was a lot of fun. And
you're getting excited talking about it.
and I was the only one who was like, "Can I do more? Can I do more?" And everybody else was like, "Oh my God, it made me sick. I don't want to do it. I don't like it. I don't want to do it." And I'm like, I love it. I'll do yours. No.
They wouldn't let you, I'm sure. Yeah. Let's see here. Danny pointing out to Nick that Universal is full of screen rides, but they are fun. Ilana says here, Alton Towers in England had a great tall, twisty, upside one, which also takes a photo when you're looking absolutely terrified and green.
Yeah, that's pretty good.
That's funny. See, I would get a kick out of seeing those photos.
Now, see, I like the roller coasters that have water. They aren't really like roller coasters, but like the log jammer. That you go up and then you go down the hill and then you splash into water. I like that kind of stuff.
Malcolm, then, was I right when I added Canada to today's countries? Yes, absolutely, Malcolm. We had someone from British Columbia in here. Malcolm says he has a logo. That's fine.
Yeah, logos are fine. Okay. So are cats.
Rafael, though, just bravely coming on here and with his other account. Here you have my picture, Neil. There you go.
You know what you look like.
Of course. And we also know about that World Cup. And again, you're just not going to... I don't know. You've tried to get me aggravated over that for the longest time. That World Cup loss of the Netherlands against Spain back in, what was it, 2010? And you're not going to get me aggravated about it. Really, you're not. Ilana saying Luna Park is a Melbourne institution near the beach that is years old and has a very ordinary wooden rattling coaster. Oh, wow. So that's more of like a vintage coaster.
Yeah, see, we have one of those in Kennywood too.
Yep. Malcolm says I can do the log flumes. Love the drop at the end. Okay. I'm not sure what's meant by the drop. Is it like a sudden drop in altitude or? Rafael saying, but I don't want to show the World Cup trophy that much. Well, you can show it as many times as you want, my friend. Really, it doesn't do anything to me. Yes, it's okay. Yes.
That's what he tells me. He'll be getting on my nerves. He'll be on my last nerve, and I'll be getting all wound up. And he'll look at me and go, "It's okay," and it's like, "Oh!"
It's so funny. It's hilarious. Hey, that's at least one thing I can do back to you. You punch me all the time. So Megan says here, I went to Luan Park in Sydney. So cute, but not for fans of roller coasters.
Okay.
Good comment there. Welcome to Rafael. New Zealand football team are going to play Belgium the first game for them for 18 months. Oh, wow. That's a tough opponent right there, Malcolm, Belgium.
Excuse me for yawning.
Belgium has been on the rise lately when it comes to that. Let's see here. Eric says to Megan that roller coasters always freak him out, but he loves them. All right. Yeah. It's basically the aluminum foil for the cat that I used to have here. He would love playing with the aluminum foil, but then he would also be scared to death of it and do this Halloween kitty thing that he does. And still getting all poofy, and it was kind of funny. Margaret to Malcolm, yes, log flumes don't make me dizzy, so they are a ride of choice if someone drags me to an amusement park. There you go. Rafael says, Portuguese taxi drivers are crazy. Also took one from Vigo to Porto, and I probably prayed the rosary 25 times. Holy moly, Rafael. That is funny. That is really funny. Whoa. Well, I guess in the end your prayers were answered. You're still here today. Let's see. Rafael then also says they have a roller coaster in Six Flags that you wear the virtual mask, and it is a totally different experience than riding without it. Oh, I'm sure. I'm sure it is.
Oh my God, I don't know. I wonder if that would make me sick.
Actually, you did do pretty well with the virtual reality.
Oh, I do fine with that.
Darian saying the Z monster is coming for me. Great chat. Good night, folks. Hey, Darian, thank you so much for stopping by.
Well.
You sleep well, and it was awesome having you in here again. So we'll talk to you soon. Let's see. I see Margaret saying goodbye in German to Darian here. That's nice. In style. Awesome. Malcolm saying, okay, time to go out for dinner. Countries today were United States, New Zealand, Mexico, Philippines, Australia, England, and Canada. See you later in the week. Hey, Malcolm, thank you so much for all your things that you do for us in our live stream.
We appreciate
Being our Minister of Demographics, throwing out the fun facts is really, really appreciated. So thank you very much. You go and enjoy your dinner. All right, let's see. Some more comments here from Sean. But Rafi, the boot is an institution. Next win, have a shoey with the boot. There you go. Nice. Nick D says, similar to the virtual coasters, I've also done some flight simulators. I tend to end up saying, I'm going to crash this son of a... Nice.
You know, I think I might like to do that.
Oh, yeah, that can be fun.
I think I would like that.
Rafael, then, okay, back with my plain logo.
I like your logo.
I felt naked without my blue jacket. Nice. All right. I think it's time for us to start wrapping it up
I
here.
think so, too.
Yeah, we did have a lot of fun, though. Yeah, it's getting a little bit late. So, is there anything we need to, let me see, what did we write down here?
You know what?
And what little preparation we have.
If you have any questions for us, please do let us know, because we want to give you that opportunity.
You know what? Throw in if you're a creator, throw in the hashtag creator.
Although I think we all know each other.
I think we all know each other, but just in the rare case that we have some visitors here that have not been saying a whole lot.
Oh, the group cruise in May.
That's right, the group cruise.
Yeah. Raphael did a lovely flyer, and you will find that on our Facebook pages. So that's there. And if you need any information, we are going on May 1st.
Yep.
And it's going to be West Coast. So you can contact me through Messenger on Facebook, and I'll be glad to get you a quote if you need more information. But the basic information is on the flyer. And I also sent that out to some of you via instant message if I have your message, if I have you on Messenger.
Yeah. So Rafael says, believe me, this Sunday I'll be doing shoeies if Celta stays in the first division. Yeah, that is not sure yet. I've seen that, Rafael. Ilana saying to everyone, enjoy your weekend wherever you are.
Yes.
Down Under Cruises, #creator. Yes, that is
Definitely
right. They
creator.
are, just like Rafael and Eric B here, all
Yep.
creators. So if you are not yet familiar with one another, make sure you fix that. Danny then saying, great stream as always, everyone. We hope to see you all tomorrow night. #creator.
Yep.
Danny, thank you so much. Really awesome of you to stop by again in our live stream. And we're going to do our best to stop by tomorrow.
Yes.
So thank you so much. Margaret saying good night to everyone. Stay safe, healthy, and have a wonderful weekend. Awesome,
You
awesome.
too.
You, the same to you, Margaret. Megan, thanks, Kim and Neil. Great chat. Megan, we very much appreciate
Yes.
it. We enjoyed your sharp language this evening. That was awesome. Kind of enjoyed that.
Yes.
That was great.
We always like to have you
Yeah,
here. We always
absolutely.
love hearing from you.
Absolutely. So thank you so much, everyone.
And thank you, Raphael.
Yeah, if you're not yet a member of the Tour Travel and Tour community on the Facebook, you can always shoot us a quick message you wish to join.
Yep.
And we will make sure that's going to happen.
Yes.
So until next time, this is Neil.
And I'm Kimberly.
And this is Tour Travel and Tour TV. Good night.
Bye.